episode of Speakers of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons. Special thanks to our Supreme and Master Speakers, Omeji Cat Comet, Erisu Yamakawa, Alex Franco AV, Winebow Brood, Psyche, Azuta Starbreeze, Cletus Oreo, Nina Grimstarter, Lily Black, Bob CC, Mikta Rabentau, Sapa Chakwatol, Edwin, Arcadia Lunashine, Pamela Isley, Camille Grinno, Elenreal Maximus, Codrith Novelist, Mira Miri, Suno Chicano, Celestau Notrell, Lazy Boy, A Wild Sarah, Luke Osborne, Pandaloo Storm Arrow, Tex, Kylin, Anethus Moonscar, Arthur Law, Beridan Derard, Sidepup, Spencer Christmas, Noy Fafnir, Cheshire Saltiri, Celine DeLune, Webster Wolf, Face On Masher, Severa, Circa Barrackeel, and AJ Brainswordson. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/SpeakersXIV. Thank you.
This is Speakers of Eidolon.
Good evening, Aorcians. Welcome to Speakers of Eidolon, episode 332. I'm Lakil Bravestone, and I'm joined today by Georgi Wiston and Mela Vanadar. Hello.
And
Georgi Wiston.
You
Did I not say it? Georgi
Oh.
Wiston, Rollo Dez, and Mela Vanadar. I thought I did. Oh, okay.
No, you went straight from me to Mela.
Oh, wow.
Bullied.
I'm here in spirit.
Happy
I can't believe
2023,
this.
everyone.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Oh, well, technically, if you're a YouTube viewer. No, yes. Welcome.
What?
Nothing's changed, as you can see. And here, welcome to episode 332. It is January 7th,
Say the thing.
2023. We haven't done a podcast since in a year. Since in a year? What am I saying? Since in a year. I've also lost the ability to speak coherently, so there's that as well.
It's January, so you got to say the iconic line.
What is the iconic line?
The one everyone says every January that they it's from
I
the
have-
big old YouTubers.
What
Come
are
on.
we saying? What is
Okay,
it?
I'll
You do it, Rollo.
I'm
God.
gonna try and give it the same
I'm a little
energy.
hand hovering over the mute button.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
Nothing. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, we've seen what you said before. so-
I need to get in the character.
Okay.
Pretend to be Boogie.
All right.
Hmm.
I'm from Milwaukee.
Okay.
Milwaukee. Fuck you! It's January.
What?
Wow, there it is. Fuck you, it's
Little
January.
media. It's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I get it. I get it now. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, anyways, welcome. 6.3 is right around the corner. It is out in just a few days, so we're going to go through the preliminary match
Oh.
votes.
What?
It'll be out by the time you see this, or almost out.
Yes.
Match
Because you'll probably
6.3
release this earlier, actually.
I'll probably release this either probably on patch day, so you can probably listen to this while you're enjoying the patch, maybe, or waiting for it to download.
Patching.
Yes. So 6.3, we'll go through the preliminary patch notes, as well as reviewing the Heavensturn event. We'll also be reading MogMail, speakersxiv.com/MogMail. And stay tuned for the post-show. We will be answering questions from the Syndicate. That's like 3 weeks worth of questions from the Syndicate at this point.
God.
So, also, let's talk. We have some channel updates. I have to say this. Fall and Rise, episode 12. It's going to be delayed, and originally I just wanted to delay it by a day, but I think I'm just going to say a week, and then it'll just be a surprise if it's earlier than that. So this is for patrons, by the way. This is for episode 12. You already have access to episode 11. This means that episode 11 will also be pushed back by a week, because it'll release when episode 12 is released for patrons. So hang in there. It is right around the corner. I just need to sort some things out. Also, for patrons, we're covering MGP. Yeah, it's happening. we're doing it. We're covering that's Melody Grand Prix. That is
What a
the
niche that we have here.
Yeah, I know, it's weird. Well, we're gonna watch it anyway, so I thought, why not? It'll be covered on the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th for the semis, and then the 4th of February for the final. That means that Speakers of Heidland, the podcast that you're watching right now, will be, I think, like half an hour later than usual because of this. But that's it. The day will not change or anything. So mostly, actually, it'll be half an hour late, which means about the time that we usually go live. So
We had a streak of being on time, though. What happened?
we
You let it slip again.
We
you
did-
let it slip, Riley.
We let
Yeah,
it
now look,
slip.
he's upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him.
Yeah,
Get his ass.
Yeah. We'll work on getting it pulled back in. We will be back again. Well, obviously not between the 14th and the 4th of February. During that time, we will be late, but that's by design. Okay. Anyways, that's it. That's for Supreme and Master Speakers. So look forward to that. It'll be in its own channels on Discord. So you know how that works. Okay, let's jump into recent events. Right, in recent events, we will start with the Heavensturn review. Heavensturn, of course, is the first event of the year. Also, traditionally the shortest, and I wouldn't say that this has broken the mold in any way. It has broken the mold in sort of one way. Two ways, actually. One, we're not getting a helmet as a reward, and two, we're not pounding. There have been instances where we haven't pounded Mochi, to be fair, but we didn't pound Mochi either today or this
Mochi
year.
looks here.
Yeah,
That's how you know we're gonna have a long winter.
it had a mention in the story, which we'll get to now, actually. So let's start. Again, it's the usual. So spoilers, I guess. If for some reason you haven't done Heavensturn, but you have to hurry up because that's about to. I mean, it's going to end in like with the patch.
16th, right?
No.
Oh, is it the
week
16th?
away.
Okay, a week from now. Okay. Yeah, the story, of course, as with every year, we have visitors from the east. I don't remember the name of this bunny boy, but he was.
Misaki Bugyo.
Yeah.
Oh,
that-
you're talking about the
guy.
green head man.
Yeah. I don't remember his name.
Okay, I don't know. No, I don't remember his name either.
No.
He's a throwaway character.
Yeah.
It's Georgi too.
Yeah.
Another Georgi. We've had so many.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Eastern Georgi.
he introduces us to the concept of the. Wait, does it just start like that? Oh, to be fair, it's already fading.
You talk to the Usagi Bugyo first, and then he tells you they've brought over the tradition of like getting your fortune from one of these little cabinet things,
Mm-hmm.
and then he directs you to this green-haired bunny man.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it too. He gets straight to the point where he's like, "This year we got armor."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just, they just
Yeah.
come get the armor.
That's why you're here. Yeah. You do get. I will say you. So you get the. Well, there's a little bit of a. There's a little bit of a story where he's like, okay, so we've got this thing where you get your fortune read and you tie it up on this thing and all this. And then you are tasked with spreading that, the news of this and getting people interested in this event. And you go to the lady that's in love
Roswin?
with Roswin.
Roswin, I always question like, why
getting
is
more
she
and
always
more-
top of our list of like people we need to tell about things? Because I feel like
Right.
she's not always going to respond positively to them.
Right.
She's getting more and more overt with her infatuation.
Yeah.
With whatever it's called.
Carvalane.
Carvalane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's just so stunned now. Come on.
Yeah.
Just come on, just let it happen.
So we go. There's some other people. The others are like
You go to
kind
the
of
wench as well, I think.
Yeah, go to the wench. You talk to like a little Leminson officer, like a Maelstrom officer.
A Maelstrom man, and then just an adventuring pair.
Yeah.
One of them's like
Well, no,
No,
they're
those are
or something.
No. They're from 1.0 Mail.
Yeah.
They're part of the Adventurers Guild that helps out with Moonfire Fair every year.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And then we.
Shows how much you pay for this game.
Yeah, I don't
Wow, shade. Okay. I don't blame you, Mela, for not remembering who partakes in Moonfire Fair. I will forgive you, Mela, for that.
They've been here every year since like 2018.
Imagine how
Thank you
many
very much.
NPCs are here every year.
Yeah,
for me,
and
all
you remember
time.
I
them.
mostly remember the
I don't
giant
remember any.
Rogadin, man.
What did you say, Mela?
For Moonfire, I mostly remember the giant Rogadin.
Do you remember his name though?
No, of course not.
No.
It's
I
a
don't.
It's irrelevant information.
I don't expect. No. I was never going to ask you that because I
Okay.
can only remember the man's because he was said more often in this quest this time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so these people come with us to get their fortunes
fortune
read.
read.
Yeah. And they all of them get like good stuff. Like Roswin gets something about love, which is all she's looking for. She's obsessed with Carvelin at this point. And lady, I don't remember what she got. She got something good as well. She said like good fortune or whatever. And then the other dude gets like really depressed because he
the
got
man's,
You get grave
the
fortune.
woman's was like nothing can go wrong for you, and his
Right.
was everything will go wrong for you.
Yeah, and he has got this
Yeah.
like gold armor shit, which and it says like you'll lose your armor or whatever,
Yeah.
something like that, very specific.
Yeah.
Um,
It's at this point that we're offered a fortune. What did you
Yes.
guys get?
Great fortune.
I think I got great
It said
fortune.
nothing can go wrong for me this year, so
Oh,
that's gonna be good.
I took a picture of it, so I can possibly read it. But
I took a picture of
yeah.
mine as well.
I've got a
I got
mine.
good fortune. I got good fortune.
okay,
It told me that I
Mhm.
should be a neat, stay alone,
Mhm.
and that an unlikely meeting, relationship shall bloom.
okay,
Aw.
all
And
right.
also, I should try mahjong.
Oh,
Also the the last one. A favor: be bold unto the destroyer, and all foes fall before thee.
Yeah, I got exactly what I expected. I got small fortune. Thou shalt experience limited fortune. That's that, and I'm like, this is true. This is the real. This is so real. This is everything. Keep these words.
Right.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The rest is whatever, but.
And of course, I ended up with a grave misfortune.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
no.
Oh. Yeah. So you get that read, and then it even warns you is like when you do this, you can't get this back. So do you want to proceed? So
Yeah.
It's a
Show
screenshot.
a picture of it now.
Yeah.
I forgot about it. It says, "Seek not profit in gilded halls. Let the amusement be its own rewards." And it's essentially saying, "Stay away from the gold saucer." You're about to give me something new in the gold saucer. How dare you?
Yeah.
Off, we're gonna lose everything.
Yeah. And then there's a little bit of there's there's the dude, the mochi man from previous quests, the guy in charge of the mochi
Powder.
pounding. He runs up to us and is like, "Oh, that lady isn't," because she gets like too emboldened by her fortune. And so she goes out and she gets herself in trouble. So, oh yeah, and by the way, we're trying to like comfort this other dude whose name there's no chance in hell I remember.
Vodafone
Yeah,
or something like that.
French man. He is like so down, there's no helping him, and then he goes out to rescue this lady.
Well, yeah. When he hears that she's in danger.
Yeah. It was interesting. The Gobus, they stay there. The dead Gobus, they stay there after the NPCs have left.
Oh,
So
do
if you
they?
don't finish the quest, there's just going to be dead Gobus lying in that part of
Oh, wow.
Lower Lenosha. So I don't even remember what happens. Like, it's irrelevant.
So Roswin.
Roswin's
not
gone.
Roswin.
Roswin's gone. She does not
Roswin
reappear.
runs away. What?
Yeah, Roswin doesn't come back.
Roswin's the pirate lady.
Yeah,
What?
Pirate Lady's happy with her
Um,
fortune. She's gone back to get drunk and think about
So
Carveling.
whoever they're called, right? So
let's just
woman
call
runs
French
off.
woman and French man.
French woman runs off.
Yeah.
Once
I don't think she's
the
French.
Mochi man comes back and says she's gonna, French man doesn't think of anything else, and he goes off to rescue her essentially, and then you.
But in the
just
rescue, his armor
go
gets
on.
damaged,
Yeah,
as his
just
fortune
as the
predicted.
Fortune predicted.
Yeah.
He's called Beau de Fouan.
Yes.
He's called Hildelane,
So she's German.
maybe.
So the
She's
French
Italian.
Look on the
French
wiki.
man, the German lady. Yeah.
Basically, they complement each other's fortunes, and then the Far Eastern bunny man says, "Oh, you didn't read all your fortune properly," and blah blah blah. Happy.
Well, he
ending.
also explains that grave misfortune isn't necessarily a bad
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. Yeah.
You
That's
just
the
have to. If
you
you
need-
get a bad fortune, you just need to heed it,
yeah.
and you can turn it into a good fortune. Is essentially
Yeah.
the crux.
Anyways, this is their perfect time for the devs to shove the new armor into the story, and there's a dude that's like, oh, how about this armor that we have? That would be perfect for you. And then he puts it on and is like, hell yeah, got new armor. The end.
Yeah. Check
And then
the
they also
stats
say-
on that armor. It's not good. You're gonna die.
Well, then, and they also say, and here's you get it too.
Everyone, here's a set of armor. You get a set of
Have some armor. Have some armor.
Those defense stats make me think it's made of paper mache. Don't lie to this man.
One size fits all.
Well, let's talk about the reward then, because you do get a full set, except for head, because that is
Yeah, so
you're
you
expected
can
to
mix
have
and
one.
match with all the ones you've collected over the years, which is nice.
Yeah,
You can be your own Bugyo.
it's pretty high quality looking. It looks
It's nice.
Pretty
It's,
good.
You know,
dies well.
it's next year they need to think about what to do, but I like it. And
Well,
you can buy the crane thing as well.
Yeah, the crane.
Which is
I
quite high
almost
res
forgot
as well.
that was the thing, but yeah, you can buy that as well. It's very disconnected from the whole event, I feel like, but
You can buy as many as you want from
Yep.
the
6,000 gil.
event vendor.
Those are the rewards. So compared to previous years, I think rewards are better than previous years, obviously, because
Yes.
you used to get just a helm essentially from.
True.
No, sometimes you would get like a housing item as well. You would get like the chocobo and
No,
the
I
pig
think
on
you always
the
get it.
pig on the
Yeah.
parasol.
Oh yeah, the pig. That one, you love that
Pig
one.
on the umbrella is your favorite.
I love it. Spinning
Yeah.
pig.
I think the rewards are fine.
Yeah,
They're
I think
on par, I'd say.
yeah,
because
nothing to
they
complain.
couldn't have done a new helmet.
No.
Well, also, it doesn't look like we're going to get a new helm in the next 2 years either, because as was pointed out in the comments for the last podcast, that
Oh yeah.
on the year that Realm Reborn came back, they also gave us the helms for the 2 years that
Yes.
the event was not live. So they gave us the snake and the
Oh.
dragon. I can't remember.
Was it
That
dragon?
probably sounds right.
Yeah, sure.
I don't
yeah.
remember a dragon, so it probably was.
It's so long ago. But yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens next year. Maybe we'll just start getting armor sets. That's not gonna happen.
Minions.
No,
would
I don't
say,
think
or-
so.
Next year you will get a little decoration, a Playmobil, and the fucking dish. Some. Oh, you know what? Some fucking onigiri. That's what you get.
Just food at housing items now. That'd be pretty depressing.
Yeah, I don't like.
Maybe they can. I don't know. I didn't think the story was. I liked the fortune telling, but I
Isn't
didn't
it?
think the story was very good.
I think we've said this before, but it's so sad to go to the vendor, the event vendor, because it has like 3 items. Because
Yeah, 'cause
everything
they
else is on
decided
the cash
instead
shop.
of making their seasonal events worth doing every year, they just sell everything.
You just see this large window. It's just 3 lines of things you can buy.
Why couldn't they just have some stupid fate like the mochi pounding, where if you can be bothered, you can grind out old rewards? I don't see the point.
Money.
Money. Yeah,
You
but
don't
how
see the
much-
point. It's the point
how
is
much
very
do they
obvious.
make on it.
Yeah.
Who's
A
going
lot.
out and buying like helmet from 3 years ago.
Yeah, we need to fund the NFTs that they're buying
Yeah.
and reselling.
Oh,
Mela.
it's tiring.
They're minting Mela. They need the money. Yeah, compared to previous years, like I said, I think we're agree. It's just okay. It's okay. It's good. I would say okay plus. This is a pretty decent in terms of
Fortune
rewards.
was fun.
Okay, plus.
Yeah, okay plus.
I think I'm not that generous. I think it's fine.
You think it's
Yeah.
fine? I think it's okay.
I think it's fine.
I think it's okay plus because of they tried something new this year, which
They
they
had
usually
to.
don't.
I mean, in previous 2 years, I feel like it's the last 2 years, we had like fights that weren't just mochi pounding.
Yeah,
We
it
had
was
the
the
one that
Byakko
came-
one.
Yeah, that
we
is
had the
true.
Byakko scroll that came to life, and then we also had the mochi, the living mochi, the night of the living
I think
mochi.
I'm thinking too much of the rewards, but yeah, because I hated the rewards. I thought we were
And
doing
you
fates
remember
for
the
nothing.
jokes though for the year of the cock or whatever?
Oh yeah, Year of the Cock was great.
Oh yeah, that
so many
that was
cock
good, but
jokes.
I can't tell you anything else besides that about that year, Mela. Like I don't
Yeah.
remember what that year involved us actually doing.
Yeah.
Me neither, but it was funny.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'll adjust it. It's just okay. It's just okay.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry that I brought you down on it.
Don't. I mean,
it's
should've-
all right, but the reward really bumps it up.
Yeah.
The rule was good.
Yes.
High quality armor set, good for glams.
Yeah.
Shame we don't have a system that can utilize it properly, but at least it's armoirable. Despite the fact that they said they could never add anything more to the armoire, they keep doing it.
Yeah. Well,
Well, no, they
Funny
said they have
boys.
limited. They said they have limited space left in the armoire, Mela.
Yeah. Limited that keeps on being less limited each year.
It is interesting that, but yeah. I mean, they never said that we were at the limit, though. To be fair,
No, true.
it's just
No,
that we're getting
but
close
they-
to
what
the bottom.
I think I can see the argument of like, if they're going to lock the armoire exclusively for event items, because like if they fill it with things that the game already gives you that aren't like exclusive, it's going to get full way faster.
Yeah.
And it's
True,
true.
true.
But yeah, we have no idea what that limit is.
No.
Glamour lock, collection journal for glamours.
That's never happening, Mela.
All right. Let's move on. That's Heavensturn. Also, as is tradition, we get a New Year's message from Yoshi-P. This year, you know what? I'll just read it. Usually there's like a hint thing, so we'll read that as well. But I'll just read the message from Yoshi-P first. So here we go. Happy New Year to all you FFXIVers out there. I don't like that.
Yeah, I really didn't like reading that. I was
You
like,
don't
oh,
like being called a FFXIV?
Yeah, I don't. I don't
no.
It doesn't roll off the tongue very well, and it looks
Warriors
bad.
of Light.
Yeah, what happened
Yeah,
with
it
that?
doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
Walls.
This is producer and director Naoki Yoshida. 10th of December 2022 marked 12 years since I came on board Final Fantasy XIV. Looking back, I honestly don't feel it was a long time at all. Rather, it was a period of constant run... Uh-oh. What's happening?
What?
Sorry. Sorry, my computer is not good. I don't feel like it was a long time at all. Rather, it was a period of constant running that sped by in a flash. Since taking up the baton from the original FFXIV, we've woven the main scenario into its first conclusion with Endwalker. Now the curtains have risen on a new adventure, and the world continues to expand. I'd like to express my deepest gratitude to the development and operations teams who have continued to build the Final Fantasy XIV world. And above all, we never could have come this far without Warriors of Light the world over, our esteemed players. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. See, his message is so strange here because he calls us FFXIVers at the start, and then he calls us Warriors of Light. Also, this is what happens, Yoshi-P, when you do what you did with the MSQ, when you changed the name of the world to Atheris. Now you have to call it the FFXIV world because you don't want to spoil new players, but also Heidland's incorrect for late players. So, yeah, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now then, on to 2023. This year marks the 10th anniversary of Final Fantasy XIV's rebirth, and the fan festivals scheduled around the world will be held on the grandest scale to date at each venue. These are the largest events where we can celebrate in person with you, Warriors of Light, and I am eagerly looking forward to them, as well as various other major events we have in the pipes. Together, let's raise the roof for the 10th anniversary.
Yeah, I know.
Say in the pipes, or would you say in the
Pipeline would be
pipeline?
better.
I would say
that's what
pipeline. I was thinking, you know,
I liked it though.
there were certain
his
things you have in the
pipes.
pipes, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I got some shit in the drains, if you know what I mean.
And what do you know? As I was pondering a keynote speech for the festivals, someone seems to have left a memo in front of me with a poem on it. So, I mean, I'll show it here, but yeah, here it is. It's in cursive.
Read it.
Mela, read it. Yes.
It says, with gladness for their blessing unto the 12 we pray, for 10 more dawns as brilliant as this resplendent day. Since first began our journey, like many years we count, each step that we have taken a challenge to surmount. Yet still the faint horizon and lands where few have gone, renew our weary spirits, together we march on.
There you go.
Mad cursive.
I fucking hate cursive. So this is just. It looks like gibberish.
Yeah.
It looks fancy.
It looks fancy, but it's like it's not like pretty cursive either. It's like just
It's quick.
yeah, it's
But-
quick cursive.
Still neat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a font, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's from the journal of a well-traveled young man.
Yeah. It doesn't really
It gives nothing away.
give us anything.
With the
so.
faint horizon and lands where few have gone, the only hint there is we're going somewhere
where few
less
have gone,
inhabited.
so it could mean the
Yeah.
south.
It's
Yeah, Mera City is more likely than the New World.
Because
I
the
think,
New World is
the
heavily
Mincens
trafficked by the
go there all
Mincens. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's the least foreshadowing I feel like we've gotten in any of these up
I
until
agree.
this point.
Yeah.
I like the foreshadowing.
Yeah.
It gives you something to talk about and think.
It
about.
is
This
strange because this is the year that we will. Oh my God! This is the year we'll know what the
Exactly.
expansion's going to be. So it's strange that it's not got more foreshadowing in it. Strange. Okay. 12 years have passed since I took up the baton, and 10 since the game's rebirth. But the Warrior of Light's journey ever continues. I wonder what awaits us in the future alluded to in this young man's poem.
Young
Again,
man that he's talking about.
I don't know. As we've previously announced, we're steadily preparing for the next 10 years of Final Fantasy XIV. During fan festivals and other events, I expect I will be able to report on the progress of the game's first graphical update, which will have a particularly large impact. Oh, I can't wait.
That's going to be big.
Yeah,
I'm very
Wow.
excited.
yeah.
It's going to be big, but potentially very jarring for a while. We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be a time of, yeah. Like they've said, the thing that's going to be the most jarring is like the NPCs that are not
Yeah.
getting the update. But there's also other things. Like we always bring up the NPCs, but like everything's getting an update potentially, so we can see big changes just visually on like. Have we talked about like mobs? Do we know what's going to happen to those? Because we know
they could get upscaled.
I'm pretty sure, at least for the 1.0 ones, they scaled down at least textures and stuff on those for A Realm Reborn. Those textures then probably still exist, so they can
But you
maybe.
can't just have some super detailed enemies.
No,
and some
that's
not.
the
mean,
problem, isn't it? Because
I want to believe that's true, Lakil, but I've seen in the past instances of Square Enix losing assets that they should otherwise.
I know,
Wow.
which
It just keeps happening too.
yeah,
which
but the
is-
fact that they're able, because I would have assumed they'd lost the original, like the character model stuff as well. Somehow they're able to upscale that. So there's hope, I think.
They did also. I think they recently also said that they still had the high detail flower pot somewhere.
Yes.
Oh, they
yeah.
can just put that everywhere.
Put it everywhere.
I feel like it's going to be really uneven either way because we have in the game now where like they're not directly ripped from other games. I don't want to say that, but like
11.
Kefka is just from fucking
Oh, yeah.
Dissidia.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
that is true, yeah.
I mean, there's some like
Dissidia.
modifications, but it's
And there's a lot of 11 stuff chucked in.
That's true.
yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of 11.
But
There's a lot of 11, 12, 13, and 15 models put in this game at this point.
But Kefka is a good example of something jarring that already exists in the game, because Kefka looks oddly high detail when you see
is
him the
true.
first
Yeah.
time.
But he's within an instant, so it's kind of like partially okay.
Yeah.
There's some other places too. Like if you remember in the twinning, the second boss, the one's from 15,
Mm.
you can see
That's
that
from
it's
13.
Oh,
13.
13.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. You can see
That
it's
is true.
clearly like a higher quality
Mhm.
texture or model
Yeah.
in general, but like all the mobs are just like alorums. Which is
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I mean, they don't look bad, and it's not like super jarring. But if you look at it, you can notice it.
But even some of the gear that's been made for the game looks jarring. Remember the
Oh,
gear
the
from
Ronkin gear.
the Katana Ravel? The Katana
Yeah,
Ravel.
Ravel.
The weapons there
It
are
was
super
so
high
high
res,
res.
and they really
It
it
looks
was
so
so
good.
jarring watching them on your character because it was so sharp compared to everything
More
else.
like that, though. We need sharp.
Yeah.
But really, it's just that dungeon too. It's so
Yeah,
strange.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes me wonder if they were
mean-
like experimenting with something
They've
for
said they're
that.
updating the lighting, but I think what they need to mostly focus on is shadows and aliasing.
Yes, that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
The
is
tree
news
shadows in
about
this
that.
game are devastating to
Yes,
look at.
yes.
I
They
mean-
they judder they jitter.
Truly, some of the ugliest shadows
Yes.
in gaming history. And
well,
for people
okay.
playing on lower quality
Hyperbolic.
hardware as well.
Okay.
If you're on, because I used to play it on low settings on
Mm-hmm.
my old laptop.
hmm
At some angles, you'd see the branches, and then at other angles, it would just be this like mess
Yeah.
of just blur. It's sort the shadows. out,
Nothing like
please.
when you're about to take a screenshot of your character and you're close to a tree, and then all of a sudden that shadow comes over your character,
Yeah.
and your character goes. It's just like full of
If
like.
your character has a perfect text, a perfect shadow,
Yeah.
and everyone
Yeah.
else doesn't. Nothing else has a shadow as good as yours.
I still think the worst thing is when they first had the DX11 client. I think there was a pretty bad bug at first, and it's not as bad now, but it's still there. The tessellation shimmer.
Oh
that
yeah.
You see,
Yes.
Like
We're
on the
like-
bump mapping.
Yeah.
yeah, where like it looks great other places, like the concrete slabs or to like cobble roads.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, grass. Like if you look at it
Yeah.
up close, and if you look at any mountains at
Oh,
the wrong
I-
angle.
When you fly next to a mountain you're not meant to be near and it ripples.
Yeah.
Is
So
I'm just
funny.
seeing the part of the fourth dimension, I guess.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
they just realized that they have like a button that's like turn on tessellation.
Yeah. Oh,
Click.
But it's just an algorithm, isn't it?
It
That looks
is,
at the
and it
texture
has-
and bumps it up.
It does a
And-
decent job some of the time.
this is the
Impressive
classic.
enough. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the classic one I put in
I
chat. If you want to see.
I think
Oh, yeah.
it's just something you get used to, but it is not. Oh
I'm
yeah, even
very
in
used to
like
it.
you. This is in. I'm just showing this in the character creator.
Yeah.
The first
Yeah.
thing you're greeted with is this shit.
Oh, 2015, nothing like running at 48 frames per second.
And it's like at certain angle, like I think the grass parts just kind of look bad at most angles.
Yeah.
Again, this is like for really
down
rougher
almost.
textures,
Yeah.
like rocks and bricks, that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
But looks so shit on the some like grass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they could certainly sort that out.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do.
Yeah.
FanFest isn't far away now.
No. Okay, so let's move on. Well, wait, there's more, I think.
There's more.
Yes. It's time to ring in the new year in which Final Fantasy XIV's next major developments will, little by little, come to light. Furthermore, Final Fantasy XVI, the latest installment in the Final Fantasy series developed by our very own Creative Business Unit 3, will also see simultaneous worldwide release on the 22nd of June this year. 12 years ago, I never imagined that I would have the chance to work on two mainline Final Fantasy titles, let alone at the same time. This world truly is a mystery, and that's what makes it so interesting. It's my hope
So
that...
15
Yeah, go on.
So 16 comes out on 22nd of June. If you're going to the American Fan Fest and you want to finish 16 in
Oh, you got
time,
like a month, haven't you?
yeah, you got like a month.
Yeah.
Right.
It's my hope that all you Warriors of Light will continue to join us in our great and ongoing adventure, all the while looking after yourselves. Again, I wish you a happy new year and thank you for your continued support.
Look after yourselves.
Yeah.
I love this. I didn't really bother looking at it. Like the Yoshi-P thing's cool, but the really striking sun, like the backgrounds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very postcardish.
It is.
I like it.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. Yeah, love the plugging that he does now for 16.
Pre-order 16.
Yeah, all the time. I don't think he has to do that. We're very much aware of 16.
But he wants to.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on then. 6.3, we're gonna talk about we're gonna obviously read the patch notes in a bit, but before that, a little look at the special site because it has been updated with some stuff. So we'll quickly take a look at that first. So patch 6.3. Let's just jump to the new stuff. They added some stuff for Euphrosyne. Okay, so this picture we've seen. This picture we have not.
Oh.
It's just a still of Helone.
Muti.
Yeah, it's Muti. Okay, I don't need to open that. And then the gear.
And the gear.
That's
The
more
gear
least we got a-
is
it's
very familiar.
yeah.
I like the blue.
I
like the one-
blue.
I like the ones on the left, right, and the Makote, and the two in the middle.
Yeah.
The person directly in the middle and the one on the left, the shoulder with the crystals, I like that piece. I'm assuming middle's tank, so I'm going to be happy with the tank chest piece, I think, and maybe arms.
I think this would be greatly improved by just dyeing it.
Oh, 100. If you can dye, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Like that,
It's a perfect paladin gear.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if you can't dye it because you could dye the gear from the Goliath.
Yeah, true.
It could look very cool, but it depends how it dyes as well.
Yeah, it depends what part you're dyeing. Is it just
That's
going to
the
be
trouble with
the
this
blue
game.
parts or the white parts? Or
It should do like a global, like the gems are tinted, but then like the art, like
Some of them
Pokemon,
do that, some of them don't. It's very much up in
roll
the
the
air as to
dice.
which one you're gonna get.
Yeah.
We got a closer look at our healer gear on something that's human sized.
We do. It didn't help. So it looks.
okay, when are you going to give in and just stop being a healer?
They're trying really hard. They're trying really hard to push me away.
Pick a cool job. Come on.
It just makes me want to be it even
Yeah.
more because I want to give them a big fuck you. So
Yeah, see, that's the mentality I love.
Yeah.
Doing things out of spite.
I'm gonna be a healer out of spite. Okay. Is this whole bit new? Like even the text? Maybe.
Yeah, the text.
I guess so. Yeah.
The text is new.
The 12, Eorzea's guardian deities seek to fulfill their enigmatic aspirations, and for this they claim they must engage in battle with men. Continuing your efforts to uncover the truth, you and your comrades set forth once more for their heavenly abode in the Phantom Realm.
Engage in battle, divorce in peace. That's what I say.
They're very like Osatruan gods in that sense. They must engage in battle with men. I feel like that's very Norse god stuff, but all right. Yeah, we're gonna just move on, I guess. Oh wait, hold on. There was more in challenges. There we go.
Yeah,
Eureka Orthos.
Eureka.
In the late third, so there's some lore. In the late third astral era, when the ancient Allegan Empire was at the zenith of its glory, researchers toiled deep under the Crystal Tower to uncover secrets which might uplift their motherland to even greater heights. Their laboratory was dubbed Eureka Orthos, where impossible concepts of immortality, cloning, and dominion over the divine were made reality. So fantastic was this research that the legend of Eureka has endured through the ages, and now it falls to the star's foremost adventurer to bring the laboratory's buried secrets into the light of day.
I'm going to call it right now.
Mm-hmm.
There will be no satisfying Allegan lore from doing this content.
Define
I-
satisfying.
What
You
would...
will gain almost nothing of interest. It'll just be
Well, it's getting harder
maybe
to
some
get...
slightly Allegan themed bosses.
I mean, at this point, there are very few questions I have left for the Allegan Empire, but maybe this will...
It says here, impossible concepts of immortality, cloning, and dominion over the divine were made reality.
Mm-hmm.
I would expect them to expand on that.
I'm assuming so. I hope so. Well, we know that they were dabbling with
Well,
this.
These are all things that we already knew that they were doing,
Yeah.
Mela.
Yeah.
But this is where it happened.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So what do you want from that though? Like I don't understand.
I
don't
feel
really
like it's
understand-
just going to be another skinned deep dungeon where it has Allegan stuff in it.
Well, it's
mean,
going to be that. That's
I mean,
we
there was
know
also
that.
Heaven on High.
Yeah.
That's it
I didn't have
mechanically.
it.
That's just what
But-
it is. Yeah.
I don't think I'm pessimistic enough to say it's not going to be like an interesting
Yeah.
story or something. I
Yeah.
think that
We'll
would be
see.
that's what carries me to do
I
it.
have hopes for the story, yeah. So
Yeah.
I think
but-
Palace of the Dead
Hmm.
was the only one with a half decent story, and even then, it sort of lost its way.
well,
Like, why did you end
between
up just fighting like tactics ogre
between Palace of the
people for
Dead
some reason?
between
Because
Palace
he
of the
came-
Dead and Heaven on High, I would say Palace of the Dead probably is better. I still think Heaven on High was an intriguing story though, like for what it was.
Shorter.
But it was shorter and I didn't care that much.
Shorter. I didn't mind. Heaven on High gave us some Allegan lore.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
one of
it
the
did.
first signs that we saw that like there was the Allegan stretched as far as the Far
Well,
East.
Yes.
That is
But
true.
that's
That is
about it though, really, for the Heaven on
Mm-hmm.
High, comparing it to all the stuff that came out of Palace of the Dead. I hope we
early Galmora was nice.
I
and then
hope-
it turned into
yeah.
I don't even know.
We got Gelmora lore.
Galmora, then it went a bit Allegan, and
It
then it
went through
went-
a lot.
like into some weird.
It just became ethereal.
world.
It's just it
What
got
went on?
really strange at the end. I hope it's leaning more on the Palace of the Dead side of like how story is presented and
Yeah.
done here. And it kind of looks like you can't just make like one of the most important institutions of Allegan like science, like research history and not touch on it. Be like, oh yeah, this is
Exactly.
where we invented immortality. Anyways, over here there's some
Like,
mobs.
at least the first time you're going through, the quest chain makes you do like 10 floors, and you get a decent cutscene with some lore. That's what I'm
Yeah.
asking for.
But we already know what we're
Yeah.
getting. I mean, there's a whole like a Dalamud thing. So
Yeah.
Well, that's true. That's
Yeah.
going to be pretty
Yeah.
pog.
We're
You
gonna-
might,
Hopefully.
you might see some crazy stuff. Maybe
I'm
Eureka is connected to the source.
Mm.
Like, sorry, the ethereal sea. Sorry.
Yeah, the ethereal
could
sea.
be
Okay,
true.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
'Cause we're going
yeah,
down.
Cloning and
Yeah.
What's under Silvertier is
oh.
a huge question in this game.
this could be part of that.
Mhm.
It's true.
There's definitely potential. And
Yeah.
I think
There's
there'll be
loads of
something
potential.
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
I hope so.
But I'm gonna
I'll be
groan while I'm playing
open-minded.
it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna love
I'm
doing
gonna be like,
it, but I'll
Wait.
do it either way.
I
Love
just
my
redid Heaven on.
Yeah.
I just redid going to floor 100 and Heaven on High with some people from chat, and I enjoyed myself all over again. So
Ugh,
I don't need that much to be satisfied.
I didn't like
I
my.
enjoy doing it with a
High.
group of
Yeah.
It's
people that I
okay.
know.
like I
I
always
don't
think,
like doing it with randoms as
No.
much.
No.
I think it's always
Oh.
gonna be okay because it's a good system base.
It's a
Yeah.
Good
solid
base.
system base. It just needs the expansion, but
Yeah. Yeah.
not this time.
Okay, yeah, because I like doing it the first time and then having someone like to discuss what we're experiencing with as part of the like that's how we did Palace of the Dead, which
I enjoyed
was
our
way
run
more
through
fun.
Palace and Heaven on High as a group as well. Anyway,
yeah.
and I will probably at some point try for Necromancer because I think it's the best title in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Get on your machinist and go to town, baby.
Yeah, Machinist is the S tier one. Still.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's Eureka Orthos. I mean, I am looking forward to it. So we'll see. See how it is. Okay. Then there's somehow further Hildebrand adventures.
Who is this mysterious, tall, hat-hatted person?
I don't know. Let's see. After enduring a series of surreal misadventures on the moon, Inspector Hildebrand has made it back to the star's surface. He and his eclectic crew launch themselves directly into the search for Master Poo-Poo's missing companion. An endeavor which attracts the attention of old acquaintances, both affable and aggravating.
Oh,
This is
no,
an
that
old
sounds like Greg.
character. Oh, is it? It could be Greg, but
It doesn't look.
Is it?
doesn't look like him
Doesn't
though.
look like
Well,
Greg.
No.
it doesn't look like Greg, but he is an old.
Well, it says
acquaintance.
acquaintances plural,
Ah.
so they're.
What was
Yeah.
that annoying detective from the early?
Oh
ones?
shit!
Briarden.
Maybe
Yeah.
he does look like a tall, lanky
was a-
Ellison man.
tall-
Oh, but I also don't think he would wear this.
Well, maybe he's undercover.
Where did we leave him off?
He could be undercover in Thavnir, and he's like, "This
I mean,
is
he
what."
could be undercover. It just feels out of character. I've done 2 old quest lines with him at this point.
Yeah. I just
Oh
can't
yeah,
remember
I
where
hope it's
he'd,
the
like,
old
separated.
people from Ishgard.
Oh,
Oh,
the oh god, what the hell were they called?
oh
They were
God!
so funny.
The old people from Ishgard.
You know, they had like the heavens old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Come on, what were they called? Please chat.
Oh
use your mind's eye.
Oh shit! This is too far
was- they
behind
were so
right, in my
funny.
mind.
It was the
a while ago.
funniest quest line, and they just kept falling asleep.
The Silver Guard.
they weren't the-
Was
were
it
they the
that?
Silver
Is
Guard?
it?
No,
No, I feel like
no,
it's
no,
something
no.
else.
That doesn't ring a bell.
Wasn't it? I know it's something like the Grand Sirs.
The Grand Sirs.
Grand Sirs. Was that it? Yeah, I
I
think
think
so.
that's it.
Yeah. Okay. It could be. Well, they look like they have white hair. Do you see? Like there's like a little,
Yeah.
little sliver of white coming through one of the holes in the hat. So they have white hair here.
Yeah.
Hair.
Oh,
Okay.
they were funny.
Oh,
Oh
he's
my
just
Jesus
listening.
Jesus
My
Christ!
God, I'd lick him
I did-
dry. I mean, drown him, you know?
Wow. Okay.
He wouldn't be dry if you did that.
Okay.
I get the towel. I'll get the towel. Don't worry.
Rollo, he's Rowena's property.
That's true. Weapon enhancement quests, Manderville weapons, of course. Lord Godbert has been diligently deciphering his ancestors' manual in a bid to recreate the magnificent Manderville weaponry. Though stymied by cryptic code for quite some time, the key to advancing the augmentation process is finally in his well-manicured hands. Wait, in...
Maybe he's like,
Yeah,
Lord Godbert's.
yeah, Godbert.
yeah, God said. Maybe
Not him.
Geralt. Yeah, maybe Geralt's learning the secrets of like producing Mandeville, whatever that liquid is from.
Oh,
his sweat.
yeah.
Salamanderville.
Yeah.
Salamanderite.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's 6.35, so a bit away. Also,
and
Here we go
speaking of
again.
here we go again.
Reynolds.
This one's he's dry though. For the tool
was
enhancement
never-
quests. What?
He was never as good. I mean, he's funny because he has long hair, but he was no.
He
Geralt.
barely appeared in the quest.
Well, it's because he never
Like,
got.
he-
He never got any development. So
That man was just chilling at the bottom of the ocean.
yes.
No one
Yeah,
just talking
and
about
his
that.
stupid thing that has like a chimney that goes up to the surface to breathe. I mean,
Yeah.
what maniac? In that?
Yeah. Splendorous tools. Emerging from a hermit-like existence at the bottom of the Tempest, a legendary craftsman makes his triumphant return home. The crystalline mean provides the stage for a new saga of splendid tools and ardent artisans. So,
I'm excited for this.
yeah.
I love Sky Steel tools.
Yeah. Be
I
interesting to
thought
see.
it was high time crafting and gathering deserves something to work towards. And they've done it again. 2 expansions running. That's
Yeah.
really good.
Yep.
Remember Luminary tools? No, you
Yeah.
probably don't.
No,
Because they were rubbish.
they were rubbish. The Loperit tribal quests for 6.35 with the moon.
Disgusting.
With the moon
Garish.
no longer needed for interstellar evacuation, myriad tiny voices cry out for new purpose. Fortunately for the erstwhile Starship crew, their own Dreamingway has no little experience in fretting over such matters and is determined to help each and every Loperit find their way.
I love when I have when I need to go to the club, but I also have to drop my kids off at the daycare, so I leave them right next door.
Yeah.
Listen, I have to go to my German discotheque, kids.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a section in Best Way Boroughs with like 6 empty rooms, and each stage you fill a room.
Yeah,
or
probably.
something like that.
I gotta.
Hey, the way they did it for the Omicron was cool, Mailer.
I agree. The Omicron one was very spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
If this is just like, has he just bought an abandoned warehouse and he's refitting it for various, but like, what is he doing? I mean, I don't hate the operates. I think they're just overdone.
Yeah,
we know how expensive the internals of the moon are. We've seen smart.
That is true.
I mean, it's the moon.
That is
so
true. And Best Ways Boroughs is actually kind of too big and empty anyway. It's massive.
It's kind of a waste of space, but
really big.
They thought that they were building for ancients.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
That's so funny. You know what? Fuck it. They should get that guy from that Daft Punk song in here. With the synthesizer. Everybody, he's in the club.
Yeah,
Giorgio Moroder.
Yeah. Everybody calls me Giorgio.
There you go. That's a reference.
A little discotheque.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's 6.35. Coming with this patch 6.3 custom deliveries, Andon. He is a cute little leaf man.
You love him?
Yeah, he's just a pile of leaves.
He looks a bit sad.
I found these mobs very cute since they first appeared, and I think Arboretum hard mode.
Yeah, sure. Sure. I'll take your word for that. In the flowering fields of Ilmeg...
It was just the poo people in hard mode Arboretum. Or when they cleaned, were they like this?
No, I think that's when this model for... this
the model, yeah.
This is a reskin, yeah.
I do like this. I think this is a good reskin in them too.
Yeah.
I quite like this.
In the flowering fields of Ilmeg stand the Leafmen, erstwhile mortals who now spend their days as topiary bushes generally do, in quiet contemplation. However, Lida Loran's status quo is shaken to its roots when the pixies discover a highly irregular shrubbery in their midst. Eotir is quick to identify him as Andon, but who is this lump of leaves anyway? And why won't he stop talking?
Leave my hands alone.
Why won't this
go back to
pile of leaves shut the fuck up?
Go back to being a stationary, immobile, essentially a statue.
Yeah, go be leaves.
Who do you think you are?
You are just leaves.
Why don't you make like a fucking tree and leaf, huh?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
They could just pull his leaves out one by one.
Yeah, I'll pull out your leaves and I'll put them in a new pile that can talk. So, give it like that.
But one leaf just in random places all around the zone.
Yeah, that's right. I know a good stump and I need for those that get the stump, sorry, we used leaves to wipe our asses when we ran out of porn magazines to wipe our asses with.
No.
Okay, so a new Leap of Faith course in the Manderville Gold Saucer. From the depths
this is the best one
of
surely.
the Black Shroud comes a lofty challenge to those who would reach the heights of athleticism. Will you be the first walking one to ascend as sprightly as a self? Yeah, this
I like this is the best one they've done. They've done 3 of them. There's not much to beat.
Best out of 3. This one, I think.
They're only getting better.
I agree.
I'd say.
Yeah.
I'd hope so.
But this was like, I just feel like this Sylph area just was so nice and underutilized and underappreciated. Like the dark purple Sylph area. Oh,
yeah.
Good times.
Sylph lands.
Yeah, I love doing all those dailies.
Okay. So there you go. That's happening there. Okay, let's jump to
Too hard
items.
for Yoshi-P confirmed.
Sorry, what?
So hopefully it's too hard for Yoshi-P confirmed. So hopefully we'll be able to manage.
Yeah.
He was using a keyboard. He's a controller player.
Disgusting.
This is okay. So there are some mounts being shown off. This is so ugly. It gets more uglier the more I look at it. I really don't like this.
But the thing is this a reference to the pink elephant drunk thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think
Or is it
it's
just
a pink
hideous?
elephants on parade reference.
Yeah, I guess so. But God,
Look at its massive fat pink legs. It's horrible.
yeah, I don't like it at all. It also looks really sad. Like it's like I don't
It just-
want to be here. Okay.
They
Look at
put
that,
a
like-
rabbit's face on it.
Oh, whoops.
It's horrible.
Yeah, the rabbit's face is horrendous. It's also not even placed correctly. If it's not even a
No,
mask.
Well, it would be.
What-
It wouldn't be able to see if it.
I know, but
Well,
make
no,
a
they
mask
can't
that
make
would
it an
allow
actual
it
mask.
to see.
Well, this is a thing that people do in the real world, Lakil. It's just that it's not as ugly when we see it in real life.
That's true.
Or
All right,
elephant.
the
I
other
will
one-
not be
this
riding
one-
That mount much.
This one looks decent. This is the
This
airship
is
from
great.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Setzer?
This
Setzer's
is-
airship.
So where do
Um,
we fit on this? Do we all
This
just
is like the
wait?
lunar whale where you go inside, I think. And
We
this-
go inside the like bladder part. We don't go
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be on the bottom part. but-
Yeah,
No.
which is
Yeah,
it's,
well, I
it's
also-
not big.
No,
Well, I also feel like the lunar whale is not big enough for 8 people, so
that's also
it's not
true.
the first time.
Yeah,
I think we just gotta like lay horizontally, like just pile each
yeah,
other on the map.
yeah. Maybe it shrinks us. Maybe there's some
Yeah,
It'd
there's
be
some
nice
element
if it
of
had
sure.
like little windows and you could see your faces in them.
like tiny faces looking out. Okay, so that's that. They showed us some new minions. The ode to the queen. I think the
This is lovely.
That's
corgi.
really nice animations. I don't know if you guys saw
Really,
that.
yeah, it's really
Yeah, it looks really nice. So there you go, corgi, and the mama.
Mama,
Yeah, from
Oh,
near
I
reincarnation.
really like this one too.
it's cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
You'd have thought this would have been some sort of promotional
Yeah.
doodah, but again,
No.
it's not.
But it's not like a
Oh, you mean
crossover like
for
event.
real money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
like
but-
you would have to, or like you'd have to play
So-
near
So
reincarnation.
where
for
are
10
we?
hours
Do
or
we
something.
know where we're getting this from? Is this just going to be available?
Gold saucer. I
Oh,
believe
it's a
they've
gold
said.
sauce, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, those are the minions. There's some media as well. I don't know.
It's
No,
all
no,
just
it's all the same
pictures.
media. Yeah, it's pictures we've seen.
Okay, all right. So that concludes the special site. Let's have a little break and look at what if we just introduce breaks in the show now.
Oh,
Well-
I just like. That
Mm.
That
sounds
would be
Mm.
lovely.
Yeah, we'll be right back. We'll have a 20-minute break.
I'd
and-
definitely take it up if we
20-minute
could have
ad break, and we'll be back.
Yeah, 20-minute ad break. Whoa. Okay, let's jump into MogMail because that's something we have, and some of these MogMail might be a little like they're obviously from before New Year, so but they should still be fine. Let's jump into MogMail. This is from Lance Earhart from Exodus. Haze Seekers. That is either a really deep cut or a typo. Given that the devs seem to want to add things to
Hey.
what?
Isn't that what our FC's still called?
It is, but it's a weird. Okay, I mean technically.
a long-time follower.
Yeah, it could just be, it could be a reference. Given that the devs seem to want to add things to the Realm Reborn zones like the upcoming underwater section added to Lenosha, do you think this is an indicator of potential new variant/criterion dungeons? Given the location, it wouldn't surprise me if we get a Nim variant dungeon. One other thing to think about, would you want them to add more things to explore in the Realm Reborn areas, even if they aren't linked to future content? I think there's quite a lot of potential there, given how much is still left unexplored. Looking at you, West Shroud. Thanks for your time, Lance.
The answer is yes. One thing that
Yes.
springs to mind is the mirror in the shroud. That would be quite fun.
Yeah,
to
that's
dive
something
under.
that I would like them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That could be
The
cool
issue
because...
with our Realm
Yeah, go on.
Reborn zones is they are the best zones
Mhm.
because they're so small and very densely packed with, detail.
There is,
And
yeah.
they're only starting to get back to that level of detail.
I
in
will
the
also,
bigger zones.
I'll also say that for a Realm Reborn zones, the lore is deeper as well.
So deep.
What often
yeah.
happens, unfortunately, with like expansion areas is that they can only add so much to it, so we get like more surface level lore to like fit And then obviously through patches they add more. But A Realm Reborn got a lot more. Like they had like the established 1.0 lore, then the revised A Realm Reborn lore, and then the patch lore, and then with every expansion, even more lore was added to A Realm Reborn zones as it developed.
Exactly.
So there's a lot in there.
Yeah, well, while they were sinking in technical debt at the time, they had a dirge of like lore to work with.
Yes.
So
yes.
they didn't have to work as hard in that area.
True.
I feel like as much as I want expansions in this, or not expansions, but like content in the Shroud or new areas and all that, like, feel like the more we do it, the higher the chance I gotta talk some fucking sylphs. or sorry, not sylphs. Sorry, I mean the elementals.
Oh, the elementals.
That's what I have been saying this for a while now, Rollo. We are powerful enough to take on the bringer of despair to the entire universe. Let's kill the fucking elementals.
Like,
well,
I agree.
I don't care for the ambiguous, weird bullshit that just follows
I don't care.
a different
I
logic.
don't care for their fucking orange and blue morality.
I think what would be interesting is if we actually know why we can't kill them, because maybe killing them would destroy the Shroud.
Worth.
Fine.
Go for it.
Okay.
I hope the elementals turn out to be some real top level Illuminati secret, like power trip stuff where they're like, no, the elementals will kill you if you do that.
Yeah.
But they don't exist.
Right.
They've never existed.
Yeah. Well, that would
And
be
it's just
grim
some
because
real
lots of
stuff.
people have died to Green Wrath, so that would be very sinister.
That was just a plague that they seek.
Yeah, they just released it out. Yeah.
Maybe there's like they can write some stuff like, ooh, there's evil crystal in the Shroud that you gotta blow up to make the elementals not fucking annoying.
This is the thing that I don't like is when they do that in A Realm Reborn, because they've done that a lot, where they demystify everything, and then all of a sudden it's just nothing. Because right now, think about it.
Just a primal.
Right now, they're working on destroying. They've essentially ruined the idea of Hydaelyn. Like Hydaelyn, Hydaelyn's gone. Also, she was an ancient. We are split. We are a copy of essentially the original.
Wow.
We're a reflect. We're the source. But there's reflection. There's a whole lot of shit that they've done. We're not
the
special.
Mother crystal, just gas.
Yeah. Just gas. The Mother Crystal's nothing. Fuck you. Now we're gonna destroy your gods. Your mythology is gonna fall apart now. Like you can peek. I think it's okay to like peek behind the curtain every now and then. But sometimes the mystery, I think, should be allowed to be a mystery.
Nikhil, we work with essentially a bunch of big old nerds.
Yeah.
And that's what big old nerds do in real life as well. They seek to unmystify the world.
Yeah.
What we should have done is just been like a carpenter in the marketplace or something. Yeah. And then we'd never have to deal with it.
The Messiah has come to Eorzea.
Yeah. But what
we can have...
Yeah, go on, roll on.
We can have the elementals be mystical and ethereal, all the weird stuff that they are. We don't got to explain it, but it just doesn't make any sense compared to anything else. Even stuff that is not demystified, like the sylphs, or not the sylphs, sorry, the fairy, the fairy people, the fae folk, like they're weird. They just do things that don't make sense on our own sense of morality, which is totally fine. Yeah. The elementals, though, they just do everything bad.
They protect the forest. I mean, let's not forget that.
Their interest is the forest.
They're not very good at it.
Yeah, they suck.
Well, they can't right now because there's been a calamity. So you can't think about A Realm Reborn. There's no reason to go kill them right now because they don't fucking do anything. Why do you want to kill someone who's just sleeping? They're like ill. They're just in their bed going. Meanwhile, Yuri's like, time to fucking die, and they're like.
Well, no, because they weren't even good at their job in 1.0. They were letting the exiles attack fucking the thing.
They attacked the Ixals. The Ixals were attacked as well. I mean, everyone was attacked.
How are they able to? Why did we have to do anything for Hamlet defense? If they're so fucking good, why didn't they get rid of the Ixals?
That is true.
That is a good point, but Hamlet defense was not really recognized as lore. That was a system. That was just dungeon. What?
Why did it exist?
Why does anything in this game? Why do roulettes exist at random places in ancient structures? Why do we play roulettes?
Where we just sit in a coma and relive some
Gambling is eternal to kill.
Yeah.
memories.
Anyway,
We
Anyway.
don't gotta kill him. We
Yeah.
don't gotta kill him. But
Yeah.
just the
I think
juxtaposition.
I don't think they can add new Realm Reborn zones very easily because I think there's a certain
Like West Shroud.
let's call it a piquancy to an Realm Reborn zone that they can no longer
Wow,
create.
big word. Yeah.
They're
Well, with the
very
Taurus.
they're very I don't know, there's just something about them. And it's probably mostly nostalgia now. But I don't think it's very
Yeah,
I just
I
don't
understand.
think you can expand on these zones.
Yeah, I get what you mean because
Huge.
Well,
There
they're
was a-
about to expand on their zones with
Huge
the
thing.
underwater.
A Realm Reborn was made with limitations.
Love. It was
And
made with
love,
whereas
yeah.
everything afterwards was made
No,
with
no,
hate.
no. Okay, that's not what I meant. It was they had to be they didn't have the time or the resources to make
They were
giant
making
zones,
it for PS3.
and they
when
had to think
Resolve-
about the fact that it was
Yeah.
had to run on a pot of soup, which was what
Yeah.
the PS3 was, and so
I
they're small, and it would be weird
Yeah.
for us to get an expansion now where we're getting that kind of zone, and I don't want
Exactly,
to have like, well, we kind of have it with Kurthus. Kurthus has like the A Realm Reborn, like Central Highlands has that like, you know, A Realm Reborn feel, and then you go to Western Highlands and it's
big and empty.
big and empty.
yeah, but that benefit the Central Highlands benefit from being like
Yeah.
essentially the largest zone from Realm Reborn as well, other than maybe Southern Thunderland.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true. That's true.
So it's not as much of like a conflict in your mind. West Shroud, I feel like if we ask for it, we're gonna get like monkey pawed. It's gonna be a dungeon,
Exactly.
a variant dungeon,
It's
something
already
that like
been a
it's-
PvP arena almost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
well,
true.
yeah, it's not gonna be a full zone at this point. I feel like.
West
Right.
Shroud, like the question says, is reasonably likely to be their variant dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Nim's definitely going to be the Liminson one. I think we've said
Yeah.
that enough times. I'm pretty sure we're happy with that.
Yeah.
What's going to be Shroud?
Gelmora.
Gelmora can't work because that's deep dungeon.
Well,
Well, no, because
It can
Gelmora is
work,
because the deep dungeon is only the residential district.
Yeah, I mean, we
of-
could have a different.
we've
Gelmora.
never been to like the
Sure.
Gelmoran government district or the city.
I'm saying it's going to be Gelmora, West Shroud, or the Muntai Cellars.
Well, Montai is Gelmora. Yeah, so
But the bean cellars.
yeah.
Like the deep
That's just
bean,
a
Well,
a
the
segment
bean storage
from
facility.
Gelmora. It's just a part
Yeah.
of Gelmora.
50 dungeons.
My
deep in
worry-
beans.
See, my worry with that is just that like it will feel the Montoy Cellars. I worry will feel just like
Totoro.
Totoro
Antara
Rock,
Yeah,
or
Totoro Rock 2.0.
Well, when they redid it though, those places look nice.
they do. That's true.
It did.
If they make it with that aesthetic, it can.
it
it'll
could
look
make it
fine.
with the old aesthetic, so we can have that back.
That's true because that's gone now. So eventually people
Yeah.
will forget.
I mean, the old version was essentially a variant dungeon.
Yeah.
that
That is
choice.
true.
Yeah, true.
Full circle.
Yep. So there you go. Oh, I also wanted to mention, like, of map expansions that I think would still be possible, South Mordona. Complete the
Oh yeah,
donut.
that one's
Because you can
Yeah.
still see it. Like, it's just
There's
there.
there's like a small urge inside of me to just like idle and fly around the donut. You know, like
Mhm.
I want to do that, but I can't.
No.
I
Yeah.
can't complete a full lap.
No.
like
Can't
NASCAR.
complete a full donut.
Yeah.
Everyone always goes for West Shroud and South Modona, and no one ever talks about like the other 4 or 5 Kurthus zones that just never. Like, there was so much to Kurthus, like the lowlands and
Yeah.
all the other.
We
bits.
can't have
It's
the
all the
central.
same.
We can't have the eastern lowlands because that's just shatter at this
Yeah.
point. I think,
Oh,
isn't
that's
they
it?
made that a
true.
map, so
Yeah,
that's
they
locked
ruined that,
forever.
Central
Worst map
lowlands,
as
I
well.
guess. Central lowlands, I think, could exist.
could.
Um,
Although I think they compressed the top half of it and put it into Central Highlands, I think, a little bit of it, but
oh, okay then.
so
Yeah,
maybe not.
They've just ruined it all.
Yeah, the Western Lowlands, did they exist? They might not have.
I don't remember.
See, that's the thing. I can't remember because I
Eastern
can't remember from your
Highlands.
videos which ones are highlands and which ones are lowlands and which ones have both.
There is no Western Lowlands, I think. There's an Eastern Highlands.
There's an Eastern
we
Highlands.
need.
Okay, so that's what we're missing. That's across. From what I could be mistaken, but isn't that across Griffin Bridge?
Oof. I don't remember the the bridges. Griffin Bridge is no. Griffin Crossing is what you're thinking about. Griffin Crossing.
Griffin Crossing, yeah.
That's where you fight Greg in Battle on the
Gregory.
Big Bridge.
Yeah.
And that
So
connects.
if you keep crossing that,
Or does that
Yes.
lead to the lowlands?
Lowlands. That's Lowlands.
Okay.
I don't think there is a bridge for Eastern Highlands. There's a tunnel for that, I think.
Okay.
I don't remember, but that's Crooked Fork is the camp, the main camp there. I think that I remember. So yeah, it's also where Dawn Vigil was.
oh
located.
yes.
So
See, I always wanted to see
There-
all the vigils.
Dawn Vigil has a the chat said the crystalline conflict map. I don't want that. It's
Oh,
also
God.
it could also become a variant dungeon. I prefer that.
oh yeah,
I'd rather a variant
True.
dungeon. I'd like to explore more of the vigils. I think they're interesting.
yeah.
Mhm.
And by making it a variant dungeon, they can do a lot more with it. Because I'm
Yeah.
worried that they don't want to do another vigil because they've already done like 2 vigils, and that's what vigils look like now. Like inside, you can do more. They can be different inside. You don't have to go for the same aesthetic. Please don't go for
which
the
vigil?
Dusk Vigil aesthetic
Dawn
again.
Vigil can just become a triple triad card. Let's
What?
just put it in the lowest form of anything.
Just
Let's just make whole zones triple triad cards. now.
introducing Dawn Vigil triple triad card.
A new era
It's a
of triple
triple
triad
ace.
cards.
Ace on
Locations.
3 sides.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Lance. Since we're going to go through patch notes, we need to wrap that
Yeah,
there. But thank you. Send in more MogMail at
Can we answer
speakers.
the last?
Yeah. Sorry.
Can we quickly answer the very bottom, the most recent MogMail because it's very timely. I don't think we can answer it next week.
That's not rendered. Quickly before
I assumed
this
it's
is
not rendered.
This is from Malaria Alice from Coral. Hi, speakers. Quickly before the patch drops, let me get some bets in on which member of the 12 will be the minion that drops in Euphrosyne.
Oh.
My money is on Menfina. What do you guys say? Thanks, Malaria.
I don't think there's enough. I don't think there's enough memory in the client, in the models for minions to allow for a forehead that massive. So I'm probably going to say hello, Nay.
Okay, I was about to say, what, they have enough for the chesticles for Nafaka?
Yeah.
No
I
way,
think it's-
Rollo. It's just going to be a spare.
No, it's because it's definitely not Nofika. I think it's
Yeah.
between
think
Menfina and Helone.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah,
Nay.
she's cool. and I think
Helone's
it's easy
pretty
to make, like, a-
cool.
Hello, Nay looks good. I really like the model they did for Hello, Nay.
Yeah, she looks a lot like a 14 version of Agrius from Final Fantasy Tactics.
Mm.
Mhm.
Or I guess
I can
just
see that.
just the boss from the dungeon from the raid too. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Helone. Yeah. Menfina's good. No, I'm gonna say Helone. Helone is the minion that drops. Okay.
But
Yeah.
if it is Menfina, give her a big forehead, please.
Yeah.
Please give her the. I want the like just nothing.
Just don't
Literally
give her hair. Just don't give her hair.
If they do,
Volleyball.
I will learn how to mod just to make it happen. They don't do it.
Okay. Thank you, Mallory. Thank you to
Like
everyone
a
for sending,
Funko Pop.
sending in MogMail. Remember, you can send in more MogMail at speakersxv.com/MogMail. Alrighty then. Speaking of Helone, it's time for patch notes. Let's get into it.
This is big. So
These-
the preliminaries.
These are
But
preliminary.
to be honest, these are the only ones that really matter because the full ones never.
Well, they can. I think.
Never add the best bits. They just add all the fluff as well.
Yeah. They also
Well, they add
usually add
bonus.
additional job adjustments.
They
and stuff.
add a lot of specifics. They're
Yeah.
interesting, but
Yeah. Okay, well, let's start right off with playable content. There's update to areas. Been a long time since we've seen that. Players can now dive in Upper Lenosha. Approaching the water will now allow players to swim, and diving will also become possible once special conditions are met. And here is a picture of
Yeah.
what it looks like.
looks lovely.
The most They understand this is the most important content they're adding this patch. This is
Yeah.
top of the list above
list.
even the MSQ.
Yeah.
This is what everyone
No-
needs to know about.
Mm-hmm.
No loading times.
Is this fulfilling like the urge that you have for like mining rigs on the open water?
Yeah.
Like a little bit, you know, in that same vein?
Yeah. This is
Or oil rigs, sorry, oil rigs.
oil rigs. Yeah. This looks. I mean, 14's graphics. If you don't like, if I were to cover the top of the image, I wouldn't know it was underwater. It's just like a random mountain
Yeah,
somewhere.
bad weather.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. So no. But it's cool though. It's Nemean ruins.
It'd be cool. Yeah,
Mhm.
it'd be nice. Have a dive.
Yeah, it looks very like the water is very dead. But I guess that's because this wasn't always water underwater. So that's why there's like no.
No, it'd be kind of
gross.
There's some like hidden bits and bobs to find. Little bits to swim in.
Yeah.
Waste of time if it's like nothing.
Right. True.
Well, no, they added they
There's
said they're
fishing.
adding spearfishing
Oh, it's
to it.
Yeah,
fishing,
yeah.
true. But I do want some little
What?
bits and bobs.
Yeah, there will be
Just
bits
some
and
little
bobs.
Nemean ruins to find.
Yeah, yeah,
Other
yeah.
than the stuff that's sticking out of the water.
Yeah, maybe some
Sure,
old
there will be.
dead tonberries spread
Oh,
around.
I'd love that. I'd love
Somehow not decomposed in the
Tonberry
water.
heads everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Just put some like Tom Berries with like cement shoes.
Yeah.
Got killed by the Tom Berry
The
mafia.
Nemean mafia, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. For quests, new main scenario quest. We've talked about this a lot, but now we know how many quests are there.
9.
9 quests. So
Quite a lot.
yeah.
Start with Vashan in Razathan. Once more into
Oh,
the void,
so-
so we're going back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back at it again. See our little void pals.
Mm-hmm. Character portraits have been implemented for battle dialogue during main scenario instanced quest battles from the 3.x patch series. So now Stormblood has them as well.
It's
No,
pretty cool.
yes, no,
Yeah.
that's Heavensward. Sorry.
That's Heaven's Word.
Chronicles of a New Era quests have been added. Myths of the Realm. Again, nothing new here. We see Kryl. We see the thing that Graha's wearing and the row. There are quite a few quests, actually. There's 4? Yeah, 4 quests.
It's
for
not bad.
Return
Sounds good.
to the Phantom Realm.
It's
is
the
the
same
first.
number we had for
Vashan.
this quest line last time.
Oh, okay. New side story quest, Tale of Newfound Adventure. That's only 1 quest. Shadowed Pasts
Yeah,
once
only
more.
one,
Yeah.
but fine.
There's only one last time, I think.
Mm.
I know, but I want to know what they're up to.
Was there just 1? I guess so.
Yeah,
no, I
but
think
it was
there was-
hidden as
no, I
well.
think-
Remember, it was hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't really hidden, but like they didn't direct you to it. I think there might have been 2, but the first one was only just like us learning that they were there, and then the second one was all of the finding of the little guides.
Yeah, right. That's what it was. Yeah. Tataru's Great Endeavor. We've got
Aw.
1 quest for that.
Mhm.
An Auspicious Opportunity is the first quest.
We know
Islands.
there's a reward for that, don't we?
Yes, there's
Yes.
the titty out
Yeah.
outfit. Island Sanctuary, a Far Eastern Yarn is a new quest, or what do they call them on the island? They call them They have a different name on the island, but
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Like visions, something
yeah,
like
something
that.
like that. Yeah. The Curious Courier has that for you.
I think.
Yeah, for custom deliveries. That's so Andon.
That is so
Is
Andon.
that's so Raven reference for the
That's a
quest?
Raven reference, yeah.
Okay.
so Andon.
I'm confused by this sheep though.
Yeah, there's
That's
a picture
so
of a sheep.
Andon.
Is that one of his visions?
Also, it's clearly in the Crystarium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
We have to talk
It's-
to the supplicant sheep to get the quest. He's the
Yeah.
quest giver.
Yeah.
What?
That's so Andon, though.
Yeah, that is
Isn't
so Andon. That's
To do
so
that,
Andon.
So Andon.
Okay. There are 3 quests for that.
3
so-
quests. Disciple of the Hand or Land as usual.
Yeah.
Good for XP. These are usually really good for leveling.
That's true.
Or
Yeah, they are. If you haven't
for,
finished already.
Yeah.
the second tier scripts. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
are they purple now?
Yeah, purple is the higher tier
Yeah,
one, and then white is the lower tier one, I think.
Oh, I need to get
These
back
are
to craft.
great for scripts. I need to do a lot more. I just
Purple and
Can't
white
be
is a
bothered right
nicer
now.
Purple and white is a nicer combination of script colors than white and yellow, which is what we had in
Oh yeah.
Shadow.
Yeah, and then it was
I think.
green before that one, and then it was the red and blue. Red and
No,
blue was a nice
I
start.
don't think we
Yeah.
ever had green. No, I think it was.
Did we not?
No, I don't
thought we
remember
did.
it. Green.
Green scripts.
No, it started with red and blue in Heavensward. Then it was blue and it was either red and yellow or blue and yellow in Stormblood. Then it was yellow and white in Shadowbringers, and now it's white and purple.
Yeah. No. That's. I know what you mean, Mela. I also feel like I see the green.
But
But yeah.
I mean, we've had many green tomes, so maybe
Yeah,
that's
we're
what
probably
you're
mixing
like melding them in your.
Or
maybe
maybe-
green will be next.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would like that. Purple and green is nice.
Yeah. New chapters to New Game Plus. That's Tales of Newfound Adventure being added.
So this is interesting because
it?
this is okay. So this might be kind of this is leading into like kind of spoilery speculation. So this New Game Plus set of quests was not added in the last patch, but they are adding it this patch. So that makes me think that this storyline will be concluding, which makes me think we will be fighting both of the last fiends in this patch.
Oh,
Could very well happen.
that's possible.
So that means that the trial will be one of them, or
Yeah.
both of them.
Yeah.
Also possible.
Could be. Yeah.
We've not had a two-person trial for a long, or a generic fighting, at all with two enemies. I really like that as an MMO sort of fight, where the tanks have to separate them and do different, like the groups have to split.
Yeah.
Mechanics and stuff. I think it's good. It can be really well designed.
Yeah.
I hope they do that well.
Like Omega MNF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Which other
the
ones?
Garuda and
yeah.
before they fuse. That was really cool.
Yeah. An icon will now be displayed on the map for the entrance to the following duties. So this is like one of those things that you're like, why wasn't this a thing before?
Yeah,
Right.
You just had to know where it was.
Yeah.
I mean, Quarry Mill.
Yeah. Palace of
Yeah.
the Dead and Heaven on High have icons now. Field operations, so for Eureka, Forbidden Land Eureka, the Bosnian Southern Front, and Delubrum Reginae Zadnor, they now have icons as well. And Variant and Criterion dungeons. Oh yeah, they didn't even have it on those. It's odd.
No.
You just had to know, I guess.
That's I think the Sildine Subterrane one is the hardest to remember the location of. Probably.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you have to.
Yeah, because the path to get there is kind of annoying.
It's down with the Sildine.
Well, you can fly.
No, not the Spriggans. Or
You can
whatever,
fly
so-
now, so it's easier, but...
Yeah, but even so.
Yeah. When a location or destination of a quest is not in a city or the open field, a quest icon will now display on the map, indicating the path to reach it. As a result of this update, it will now be possible to reach quests in unique areas by following the quest icon on the map.
Oh.
What does
So
this
like
mean?
the void section
Mhm.
instance and
Oh.
things like that.
Oh, it'll show you on the map like where you have to like exit
You
to
know
get
when
to.
like when it goes into an area and sometimes you're there with people, but you can click on a button to leave.
Yeah. Oh, it'll
I guess
show
it'll add an
there.
icon to show where you can get back in because I guess it's not obvious otherwise.
Oh, okay. That's because
Yeah, that's a neat
nowadays if you
feature.
click it, it'll just
Yeah.
show you a generic map of the
Yeah.
area you're in. It
And
won't
you just
actually
have to
show
Chat
you
is
where to
correct.
go.
where it was.
Chad is correct. Getting back into the void if you decided to leave last patch
Yeah.
is very confusing.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that.
So
Okay.
Because there was an instance within an instance.
Yeah, that's a good quality of life change. We
Very,
need that.
yeah.
The Chronicles of a New Era quest, but I hardly know her, and the gift of the Archmagus will no longer be available. These quests should be abandoned as they can no longer be
I
completed.
implore you, if you have these, do not.
I'm gonna
abandon
go pick it up and
You
leave
can
it.
go pick it up now, Mailer. Still.
You can still pick it up. Your last chance is now. Well,
Well, you
obviously,
You
can
have one of these active at a time, so it's one or the other.
yeah, you have to pick one.
Is this the one? Which one's this? The one where you?
The twine and the
Yeah,
oil
it was the upgrade. It was to get the weekly upgrades back in
for
Realm
Crystal
of Dawn.
Tower.
Where you have to kill one of each of the primals?
No. You do Crystal Tower,
No,
and you
no,
get like
no,
the
no.
the twine and the oil for
Yeah,
upgrading. Yeah. Additional information has been added to journal entries for crystalline mean and studium delivery quests. Quests requiring the procurement of fish now display fishing locations and the bait required. Furthermore, quests requiring collectibles even, now indicate the necessary collectability rating.
That's very convenient.
Yeah.
Good.
Good. Certain quests previously classified as side quests in the journal have been further separated into the following categories: Chronicles of Light, Hildebrand side quests, weapon enhancement side quests, records of unusual endeavors, and side story quests. I'm sorry. Some certain side quests were moved into the side story quests instead.
I don't like the term Hildebrand side quests and weapon enhancement side quests. I think it should be Hildebrand quests.
Yeah. So well. It's just an MMO thing, isn't it? Because you're...
I mean, I know, but... And then just to have side story quests, but they could just be side... I don't know, it feels messy, but...
Maybe this is just me. Oh, but I hate looking through, like, the archive quest thing.
Oh, yeah.
I wish there was just a search. I wish I can just type in keyword. It's like, I can never find what I have to without taking fucking forever.
Same. And also, sometimes these categories are not helpful. Like, records of unusual endeavors. Like, okay, what does that mean?
There?
Yeah, what's in here?
I'm remembering your favorite cutscene in the Unending Journal, Ronno. Was it cutscene 4 of this quest?
Right, that too.
I mean, I don't know.
It would be nice.
With the cutscenes, I don't know, like, because they don't have names.
No,
I don't know what they can do at this point to fix it.
No.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah. We're too deep now. Speaking of, deep dungeon quests will be classified as records. There you go. Records of unusual endeavors in the journal. So that's where that goes. Why not just have, like, a deep dungeons quest?
No, records of unusual endeavors.
No.
Okay.
It's more appealing.
I see. All right. Updates to Fates. And I didn't think I'd see this, but in the Fates Steel Rain, Odin's level will be fixed at 50. Adjustments will be made to compensate for an unanticipated increase in difficulty caused by value downscaling implemented in patch 6.0. So
I didn't ever try it, but
well, yeah, I think this is a result of the Odin Fate being above 50 in a Realm Reborn zones.
Yeah.
But it's sinking you to 50, something along those lines.
Yeah. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know why. It feels like a very earlier Realm Reborn thing. And they did that in 1.0 as well, with like some bosses in the overworld was just like, hi, I'm level 75. They did the difference is that in 14 they were just question marks, I think. Odin's level was never revealed in game, right?
This was a function of stat squish affecting it.
Yeah. Okay. New items are available in exchange for bicolor gemstones from gemstone trader NPCs in certain areas. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They do that.
Yeah.
Least favorite systems.
Oh my god. So on treasure hunts, the new Ophiutorus treasure maps have been added.
Didn't have that removed when I was born.
Ophiutorus treasure maps.
Back in my day, I remember boreskin maps.
Ophiutorus treasure maps will always lead to Elpis. While there is a small chance a portal to the shifting gymnasium Agonon will appear from the discovered treasure coffers, rewards from coffers will otherwise remain the same as those found with Cumbraskin treasure maps.
Fine. It doesn't really bother me because the fact is it's all in one zone, and one of the most boring parts of treasure maps is having to go to a, let's do 3 in this zone. 4 in this zone.
It's annoying to do with like a group.
Just do it all in Elpis.
Yeah.
What the hell is that lion Pikachu Rothgar monstrosity?
It's the same. It's the same model as the first boss of the dungeon that's in Elpis. I can't remember its name off the top of my head.
Oh, Catesis
Hyperborea. Thank you.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's a reskin of that, except it's yellow.
I haven't done that dungeon in forever.
That was a good. Was that the fight where it like disappeared underground and like?
Yes.
Yeah. That was a good fight. I like that one.
It's a model from 12.
Oh.
Ah, well, there you go. All right. So this is the standard fare for all of these roulette dungeons. You'd spin the roulette and
no
you can win.
new panels, I don't think.
No,
Same
there were
as
5
before.
trials, and a chance of
There'll be
being
new
kicked out.
monsters,
There will be.
Yeah.
but there won't be new option panels.
This is another thing that I don't like. Is the grass texture in 14. Look at this. Like when it zooms
like
out, you can
low
see the repeating
resolution.
patten.
Yeah, I love to see a tile, baby.
Yeah, the tiles are too
Like a
small.
wallpaper.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
like real life turf. It's laid down like carpet.
Yeah, it's especially egregious with the grass in this game. Grass does not look good like this. Okay, so maybe that's something we're getting in the graphical update. Maybe they'll make that less horrible looking. Rewards in the Excitatron 6000 have been adjusted, obviously. Rewards for Cumberskin treasure maps have also been adjusted. Now,
New glamour piece.
Yeah.
Material.
Grand.
Why have they suddenly decided this is what they go?
This is so funny.
Adding so much
I love
more
it.
to it.
Grand and Free Companies update. New charge symbol options have been added to company crests. New charge symbol options have also been added to PvP team crests. So
You can have
That
your
just-
synthwave sun. You can have the horde symbol from WoW.
Yeah, that's just the horde. The
oh
fuck?
yeah. What the hell?
I can
So
find
it's
it
like-
for the horde.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can have like the symbols
No
of
filthy
Dionysus and Zeus from Hades.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you can just that's an old symbol, but I love that you can just straight up have like the papacy keys.
Yeah.
I always thought they
Never
were
forget the wine
keyblades.
glass.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
when I fucking
What's-
saw what the logo for the papacy was, like, oh, that's
What's the
Yeah.
one between the papacy keys and I assume Raoban's helm? Because if it's a Garlean helm, it's kind of fucked up.
Oh, the one that kind of looks like a jelly with an iron hair.
Yeah, what is it?
Wait, the one on the right of the papal
It's,
Top.
papy
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
one
right of the
directly to
papal
the right
keys.
of the papal keys.
That's just a standard knight's helm with
Oh,
like
onion
the
knight. That makes sense.
Oh, it's an
Oh, it
onion knight.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
Image.
yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like a fucking like terrestrialized slime or something.
Yeah.
Even stupid
Yeah.
little crystals. Like,
Yeah. Okay, so that's cool. New craftable
I like
items. Yeah. They did. I mean, there's only the
It's
bottom.
mostly good for PvP teams because the amount of content you can do right now as a PvP team is overwhelming. So it's good to have a representation on the field.
Yeah, that's true.
please add
Uh,
duos or full stacks. Q, I'm
Dude.
begging you.
I would like
This
full stacks.
game-
I don't want duos because I
I think
can't.
this game
that-
would be so good with like a 2v2 or 3v3 PvP mode, like an arena mode.
No, I mean like you can queue for
No, I
duos,
know,
not like-
I know. But we need something like that. That'd be so cool. But I think full stacks for groups needs to be a thing. It
Yeah.
has to.
Yeah.
with their own queue though, because you don't want a full stack.
Yeah,
against it.
fine. I
No,
don't-
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't mind.
See, that's the issue I have with duos, Rollo, is because of the fact that they made Crystalline Conflict 5v5, duos would have to ultimately be grouped with like solo players, and I don't want to necessarily force solo players to work with people that are cooperating.
No, it'd be
think-
pretty
I think
miserable.
duos
Work
fine.
against people that are cooperating.
Getting communicate with one player efficiently would be nice.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
good.
But
long
I
as-
think
as long
that
as no
that's
one's
a
samurai,
massive
that'd be
advantage.
nice.
I think that can be a massive advantage if you're only playing against people that have no communication.
Remember, guys, the biggest advantage you have is just being able to talk.
It's so true.
Yeah. Also,
I've
when
been doing a lot of Crystalline Conflict recently, and there was this gunbreaker on my team. Obviously, quite strong in the head because they targeted someone. They had a macro where it was counting down, and then it said attack this player. I
Yeah.
followed instructions. I thought, brilliant, this guy knows what he's doing. No one else bothered to attack them. They lived. We lost the game.
good. That's good. Yeah.
Good players.
Also, when are they adding new escutcheons and ordinaries? I mean, that
Which
I feel like
one's
that's
the
lacking.
Ordinary.
Those
That's
weird
the
shields?
background.
Oh.
That
So the
escutcheon is
escutcheon
the
is like the shield.
that's the
shape.
shield.
Shape.
Yeah.
And then the back, yeah. Okay, yeah, I think they should add, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe in 5.7.9.
When
Yeah.
they've run out of charges to add, Lakil.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, you can see at the top where it's 1 to 7. They've got room for 8, 9, and maybe even 0.
Yeah, look at that. Oh my god, that's so funny that they can't have it like scale, like the button. When they designed this menu, they had to already have it spaced out for future numbers. They can't just like flexibly add like a new number and the button will just automatically move.
No.
That is so that is I love this game sometimes. It's so
I
funny.
love that this is our most discussed part of it.
Who would have thought this would be it?
That's right. We can make content out of anything. Blood from a stone? No. Blood from fucking sexual.
Yeah, crests, baby. That's where it's at. Anyways, new craftable items added to the company workshop. That's the new housing skin.
We like this.
Very nice.
Um,
Welcome to Doma. or
Welcome.
Keihingashi.
yeah. Yeah, go on.
I like that fence. I'm still waiting for a fence that is like a privacy fence.
Well,
I agree with that.
yeah.
Like just a full up like hot player-sized wall. Like,
yeah.
Yes.
And no one can
I
see
wanna
through.
walk- I
So
wanna-
Georgi can be
wanna-
naked in the garden.
He just doesn't want
I
people to
wanna-
be able to jump over it,
I want people not to be able to jump over. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
which is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
still think
Isn't
my
that-
modular system would work. I think they should implement that.
I mean, isn't it the case that a lot of fences in real life are designed so people can't jump
Yeah,
over
it's
them?
true. It's true.
No, they're designed so you can jump on them and jumping puzzle your way up onto the stable.
Yeah, I did it on the Capitol last year, actually.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
It just feels weird having like an onsen in your front yard and then people just staring at you.
100%.
Okay. Anyways, they've added new areas and items and increased the rank for submersibles. So
Oh
go
my
do
god,
that.
they got up to level
105, keeps-
105.
Yeah.
Keeps
105.
going.
Keeps
They're
going.
higher
guys.
than
Share.
airships ever.
And also, of course, they finally solved housing. They've added wards
Hey,
25 through
fine.
30 to all residential districts. They've done it, guys. They've fixed
job,
it now.
I love that they only have one time zone for Europe now. You've realigned. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Condensed.
It's all GMT now. Unrestricted plots have been added to housing classifications. When entering the lottery for an unrestricted plot, you may choose either free company or private plot
That's a
classification.
good solution.
Mm-hmm.
You can have like 1 or 2 wards which are just unrestricted.
Yeah. Yep. Furnishings.
Yeah, so that's kind of like sad with the new system is that you can't, like your neighbor can't necessarily be a free company and you're a private owner.
Mhm.
Like the mingling was nice in the old ones.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. They've added some furnishings. Some of this we've seen: the waterfall partition and the little bowl table
Quite a
or
big
whatever.
bowl now.
Yeah,
Pudding is new, I think.
the pudding
I don't
looks
think
new.
they showed us that.
That's
It's-
cute.
It's an actual flan.
Yeah, it
Made
is.
like looks like a
Yeah.
flan, but it's
Yeah.
a flan. That's really
Right.
funny.
Do you want that in your soup kitchen, Mela?
Yes.
Yes.
I want a few little flans around.
That's just that Pokemon. What is
Oh
it?
yeah.
Ryan,
Custard.
Al
Bomb.
Creamery.
Muck.
Yeah.
Jesus, the names.
Yeah.
Okay. The outdoor items here: the lemonade stand, which
Lemonade.
is cute. There's a fountain.
Oh, I thought that was. It's a carrot.
gonna-
I thought it was a
I'm
massive
I'm gonna take a
wheelchair.
bite out. I'm gonna take a bite out of a lemon and stare at you across from my fence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
Just like that man from Shelbyville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like a? Is that like
drink
a
your turnip
man?
juice.
Sorry, is that like a what, Rollo?
It's like a man carriage. You know, like
That
with-
is-
with man powered, like where they hold.
No,
it?
I-
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
yeah,
yes,
it is.
yes, it is.
Okay, because I didn't see
Wait,
like
is it? Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
they
It
would
doesn't
go
have
in
a.
between.
Oh yeah, that's fucked.
there's no kind of stuff to like attach it to a chocobo or a horse. It's
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
maybe
pretty
that
much
bit
it's like a
of wood
rickshaw. Yeah.
is to just stabilize it, and then you could maybe attach a horse potentially, but it's unlikely. Well,
All for a
chocobo, I
horse,
suppose.
but maybe it's right size for a chocobo.
yeah,
Mela, carry me. You're my new mount.
Okay.
Yeah.
only if you keep it in the lovely color scheme they've gone for.
Okay, more
Old woman
items. We
pink with
we need
grey.
to speed up because we are way over time. New furnishings have been added. We have a new bookcase. It looks like
That's very
I
stylish.
love that.
yeah, a sink. Do you see that on the
A
right?
Lalafell-sized chair.
There's a little. There's so yeah. That you got a wide ass and short legs to sit on that, but sure. The table is new. That
I
looks.
think
No, the
almost
table
all
I
of
don't think is new.
Oh, really?
It could be new
It looks
because it's a
new.
little bit flatter, but it looks very much like a table that already exists.
Oh,
carpets
okay.
or the rug's nice.
Yeah, nice rug.
The subway station chairs with wicker behinds are nice.
The wicker subway station chairs. The bed. This is like Thavnarian
I
inspired.
love the window. That's my favorite.
Oh, the window is
That-
very nice. The stained glass
That
window.
carpet's pretty cool. Too.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
More outdoor items. Well, thankfully, it looks like it's only. Is that
and
flower
also-
bed, flower patch new, or is that an old one they just added?
I think
for
the
some
flower
reason?
patch is new because I don't see why they would put it there.
Yeah, it would be weird, wouldn't it? There's also the hedge.
This is 4 slots used up just in this.
Yeah,
corner
4
over
slots
there.
used in this picture.
4
So,
slots out of like 20.
and an otter fountain and a stone wall. Of
I
course,
like it.
very low wall.
But there's double the slots. You just can't do anything.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are these walls for? You just can't do enough.
Maybe 7.0 with the graphical update. They'll be like, everyone, we've done it.
Yeah. Upgrade your computer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have added 5 housing slots, like outside slots for your
But
house.
unfortunately, we have had to demolish the last ward. So
Yeah,
if you had a house there,
yeah, and also
unfortunately-
we had to cut the indoor slots with 10.
Yeah,
So,
we've-
by
yeah.
100.
I'm sorry, but everyone who's got houses 25 to 30 in every ward, we had to destroy them to make
Yeah.
room for more houses.
Yeah.
We're we're gentrifying this bitch. Get out.
Yeah.
No refunds.
Portrait furnishings may now be previewed. You may preview portraits in shops, your inventory, and elsewhere by accessing the preview subcommand on any given portrait. So,
Finally.
They're cool.
new orchestrion roles, we won't talk about that, that's obvious. Following the addition of new orchestrion roles, orchestrion categories have been adjusted as follows and track numbers have been reassigned. So essentially they've made dungeons, they've split dungeons into 2 because there are so many now. So there's dungeons and dungeons 2. And they've added a quests category as well.
Assumedly, that's being cut off from whatever others is.
Yes. New aquarium
When
fish.
they first split them, didn't
Oh.
they do it like all old stuff and then the 2-part was just like the current expansion?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think
it's-
they should keep that up.
Well, currently, Locale's one is Stormblood and before, and then Locale's 2 is Shadowbringers.
Yeah,
Onwards.
that's fine.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
live with that.
Okay, new aquarium fish. This is like
It looks horrible.
it's like a flatfish that has had like
It's a stingray.
it's a stingray with coral
Yeah.
growing off its back.
Coral?
Coral.
It's a manta ray.
I'm begging.
Or Bindi.
Square Enix. She's like 30 now. She's fine.
She's not 30. She's
Oh
She's
no,
like
we're not. We
20.
don't have time. A new seed. We're moving on. A new seed for
Morning
flower
glory.
pots. A morning glory.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got
D-
it. Okay.
don't
what is
say
it.
it,
Gonna
no.
be? Corsage, headpiece,
Yeah.
or necklace.
yeah, they'll get at it. Don't worry.
Which one though? They're not going to add all of them.
They do add
Or
all of them
earring.
normally.
Yeah, they'll.
No.
I'm not up
We don't
to
have
date.
time.
We don't have time. The Manderville Gold Saucer. We talked about the mount. Very nice.
We've talked about.
We talked about the self step. Very nice.
the upgraded schedule.
Yeah, wow.
That's important.
This is important. Adjustments have been made to the gate schedule. One of the 3 listed gates will be held at the times below. Every hour on the hour, Earth time. Air Force One, Cliffhanger,
Boring.
Leap of Faith, The Falling City of Nim. Hourly, 20 minutes past the hour. Earth time. Anyway the wind blows. The Slice is Right. Leap of Faith, The Fall of Belladaya.
Excellent.
Hourly, 40 minutes past the hour, Earth time. The Slice is Right. Air Force One, Leap of Faith, Sylph Step.
If they made the 20 past one self step, that would be the best slot
Mm.
by far. You
Why?
always guarantee something fun. Anyway, the wind
Oh,
blows is great.
okay.
Slice
That's
is
what
right
you
is
meant.
great.
Yeah,
Self step will be good.
yeah.
Yeah.
They've also added new
I'm
triple
surprised
triad
Air Force
cards.
One is in 2 different slots.
I know, it's so boring.
Yeah, they're pushing it for some reason. Miscellaneous now. The following additions and adjustments have been made to the island sanctuary. Two new sanctuary ranks have been added for a total of 12.
Fine.
And you've
See,
yeah.
should have learned this in like Eureka. You don't want to add like 20 levels every time. Just 2's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. A new vision has been added. New gathering points have been added. New gatherable materials have been added. The range from which gathering points can be accessed has been increased. And the minimap can now be configured to display desired gathering points by
Finally.
accessing sanctuary settings in the Isle Keeps index.
That'll be
There's
nice. It'll be less messy.
quality of life for this. It's so good.
Well, that's
They really
it
have.
sorely needed it though, so it's
I
good
agree,
that they're doing it.
but it's just incredible.
Yeah. A new sanctuary crafting recipe has been added. New produce has been added. It looks like bell peppers.
Yeah,
Bell
mini
peppers or capsicum.
Yeah.
Yeah,
New animals. Yeah.
it's a
I
griffin.
wonder if that's the only one. I hope not.
It
No,
says new.
plural.
Yeah, it might be. It might be.
Or they'll probably be the true griffin as the rare version.
Oh no,
No,
not
he's
the
talking
griffin.
about
No,
produce.
I was talking
Oh.
about because it only says new produce, but
Yeah.
that's like that can be singular or.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
I
So-
imagine there'll be a couple of new seeds.
New animals. There's a griffin shown here. An
Here we
option.
go.
An option to collect
Here we go,
items
boys.
en masse from the produce.
On mask?
produce.
Oh my.
En masse from the produce producer and the creature comforter has been added. Select the collect all button from the cropland management and pasture management menus respectively
believe
to
this.
perform this action.
Thank goodness, this is amazing.
I
They-
might be able to get back into it and not hate every moment.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to pick it up every day. I
No.
normally only pick these up once a week.
Yeah, once a week.
Yeah.
But like, right click, make sure you click the correct one. Go.
Yeah.
Right click, make sure you click the correct one. Go.
Yeah. The position of change nickname in the pasture management sub-command menu has been adjusted. It is now.
I mean, I
is that
agree with
because
that because
that was at the top?
It was too close to release.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Okay. It is now possible to free an animal from the pasture upon capturing another when the pasture is at capacity. The released animal's available leavings will automatically be collected.
Wow, you didn't even lose
Good.
anything. That's
No. A new landmark has been added. There it is. Saw it in the live letter.
Rollercoaster Tycoon.
Yeah. The orchestrion will now continue to play the selected song even after leaving and returning to your island. When visiting a friend's isle, players can now enjoy the tunes played from the
The
Isle Keeps
tunes.
Orchestrion. Mount music will be prioritized over the orchestrion music.
Is it
That's
not the case
surprising.
now?
I guess so. Yeah. New materials can now be acquired from foraging expeditions. It is now
Cool.
possible to dispatch a foraging expedition from the expedition area menu by pressing the Y button on a gamepad or
What do
triangle.
you mean? What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't play
I mean,
on
this
controller.
is entirely for people playing with controllers, man. That means
Yeah.
nothing to us.
New Isleworks handicrafts have been added. Each heading in the supply and demand menu can now be sorted in ascending and or descending order. Time has been added as a filtering option to the supply
Time
and
has been
demand
added.
menu. And multiple
That's good.
conditions can now be selected for filtering Isleworks handicrafts.
Look at this new UI. It
Yeah,
looks so
it's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
The schedule of previous cycles in the current season can now be viewed in the Isleworks agenda menu. Popularity, support, demand shift, and predicted popularity of the selected Isleworks handicraft are now displayed in the set agenda menu. That's good. I feel like this is like one of the biggest for me because sometimes I'm just
This is a-
lazy and I don't
Oh,
want to do
I-
any research. Just being
I don't
able to
research.
open this agenda menu and just see it there. Oh,
This-
mwah.
Well, this is also amazing because now you can sort by things that actually create groove together.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
before, it's like, here are all the 4-hour ones, 6
Yeah.
hour ones, and 8-hour ones.
Yep.
Figure it out.
Yeah. Materials with an insufficient inventory are now displayed in red in the material allocation window.
Good, because it doesn't tell you until you already select them.
True.
Oh yeah, that is useful.
Yeah. The most recently accessed tab in the material allocation window will now display upon reopening it.
Oh, it has a memory.
Cool. Wow. A new column displaying the fluctuation in a handicraft's value due to supply and demand has been added to the earnings report. So
That's pretty
again, more stuff.
big as well.
Yeah. The mode selected from the Isle Keeps index will now remain active until you log out of the game.
That's
Good.
Yeah?
So if you like leave the island and come back, it'll still be on water.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope so.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's quite impressive.
A notification will now display to indicate when a player has visited your isle.
Ah, no more stuff.
No more stranger danger, Likia.
That's
Well,
good.
you're
Well,
not going to make it accessible anyway.
No.
But
No. Okay, moving on. For the Vieira, you've got some new hairstyles. Decent.
The spiky one looks quite good.
Yeah, it's good.
It
Well, these
fits.
already exist.
Yeah,
No, I know, but
they've
like,
just
on
ported them
here,
over.
It
So
works well.
yeah, it
Yeah.
looks good on
The
them.
other one, less so, but fine. What's wrong, Nikia? At least they have ears.
Yeah, they got.
They
Yeah.
do
You know
have
what?
ears.
I do like that Rothgar one on the left. He's looking like a
Yeah, I
little,
like the left one.
Yeah, the left
Yeah.
one I'm fine.
The
with.
left one looks cool.
He's kind of like a little rebellious fella. You know,
Yeah.
he's got some charms.
Where's the one they showed us in the? Is it because it's not coming until the Eureka Orthos? I wanted them to show us the "fuck my shit up, man" hairstyle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Duty support has been adding for the following duties: Great Google, Etherochemical Research Facility, Anti-Tower, Sorkai, Selfathol, and Belsar's Wall.
Patch stuff.
Yeah.
Patch MSQ stuff.
Yeah. The following additions and adjustments have been made to Wondrous Tales. Prizes available in exchange for Chloe's silver certificates of commendation and Chloe's bronze certificates of commendation have been adjusted. And
Yay!
so that's just like a different... It's the same type of dog, but it's like in a different pose than the Shiba
Yeah, I guess so.
earring. Because I have the Shiba earring and it's not this.
It's also longer.
This one's more...
I think maybe.
This is funnier because it's just hanging...
This is
Yeah, it's
the corgi, isn't it?
Oh, it's the corgi. Wait, sorry, my eyes are old and weak. Oh yeah, it is the corgi, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say I don't think it's the same type of dog. I was very confused when you said that.
With my old crusty eyes, it looks the same. Okay,
Have
and
you
then
not taken out your contacts for 6 days again, Lakil?
yeah, I've left them in, and there's actually mold growing on the rim, so it's happening.
Can you see them?
tangy.
Can you see that?
Let me get the vacuum.
Okay. Ew.
God.
Okay. Anyways, the following duties have been added to, I'm assuming, Chloe, Pandemonium, Abyssos, Lapis, Manalis, the Shifting Gymnasium. Okay, it's all the new stuff. Oh, also, Crystalline Conflict. Oh, yeah. Clocktown, Castletown. The following additions and adjustments have been made to Faux Hollows. New items are available in exchange for Faux Leaves. The available trial for Faux Hollows have changed from Containment Bay S1T7 Unreal
Oh,
to
Hollows, what a great system.
Containment Bay P1T6 Unreal.
I love the names of trials in Heavensturn.
Yeah, it means nothing.
It's elegant.
Yeah.
I know, but it means nothing when you just look at it.
Yeah. Oh, I really... Okay.
It's like the
Mela-
coils. The coils don't mean anything to me either.
Where Mela was hype for Sephiroth, this is the one for me. This is the one that I
I
remember.
agree with you.
Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia's
Oh, I
cool.
loved Sophia.
It was a great fight.
Yeah, and it was great. A message will now display after failing to earn a retelling from Faux Hollows. Okay. They've also added a new emote, the Link Shell emote.
Nice.
Or Link Pearl. This was surprising. They've added new
I suspect the
poses.
Link-
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
I think the Link Pearl will probably come from the series thing.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, could do.
Yeah. This was
Gotta get
surprising.
that.
Sorry, Rollo, what did you
It
say?
is surprising.
I was just thinking I'd get that emote while you can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It'll
Limited.
probably be level 5. That's what they've normally done with the emotes.
They've added a new poses for the sit emote.
I like this change.
Man spread.
Why is the Rothgar?
Dude, look at him. Full spread.
Because, right, he wants to sit on the bus seat,
Yeah.
and if you want to sit next to him, you're just going to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like this is.
Chat's so right. Chat is so right. He's airing the gooch
Yeah.
for all to see.
To be fair, the Ellison's kind of doing it too. Like they're very wide.
yeah.
Yeah, but the rock
To be
has
honest,
handed
Nikhil, I
on
think
the
the Lalafell is
Lalafell.
doing it as well. You just can't tell.
Oh yeah. True.
And
Okay.
the women aren't.
Weird.
That's how you
Awful.
sit. As that fucking woman, right? They're just like.
Yeah.
It's kind of true.
Yeah. A new post is now available when holding umbrella-type fashion accessories.
Oh,
So there you go.
nobody asked for
A
it.
new change posts. Well, I mean, it's nice, I guess. I mean, no one asked for this either,
No.
to be fair.
But it's a nice little spice.
Yeah.
These are things that the developers do when like they happen to like be in between work. Like
Yes.
they don't have any something pressing. Like they've finished their job for the day, but they're still at work, and they're like they have spare time, so they're like, might as well do something else.
Yeah.
I suppose.
The Chocobo Racing guy was working on this, I think. Yeah.
Tanaka.
Yeah. Let me out. So, battle system. Miscellaneous adjustments to action, trait, and status effect descriptions have been made.
No changes have been made.
No changes have been made to their effects.
To their effects.
I know, that's funny.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's because, so you don't think that... Yeah. It's just the descriptions. Icons indicating physical, magic, and unique damage will now be displayed in the battle log. There we go. We've seen this
Yay.
before.
This can't be done because we're working on adjustments right until the last minute, so it'd be impossible to do this.
The time remaining for enhancing and enfeebling effects will now be displayed on the party list. So there you have it. It's nice.
That's something that I never really even realized I needed, but it's so good.
Read the warning link.
Oh yeah, please be advised that enabling this setting may place more stress on your system. If you experience any hindrance to gameplay, please consider disabling this option.
Stop! Get off your toaster,
Dude. I'm sorry. If displaying numbers on your screen is slowing your computer down, it is time to upgrade.
Hey,
I don't think
numbers
he means computer.
made the PS3 blow up, Lakil.
Yeah, but
I
again,
think
that
he
was a
means
can of
stress
soup.
on your body. I think he means seeing all these ticking down numbers will cause you stress.
Yeah.
I think it would
Very
for some
intense
people.
stress.
Listen, if you're still on that fucking F2 plus CPU socket,
Yeah.
I think you gotta get off that fucking Phenom, baby.
I've been playing this game on my Voodoo 2600, and it's been fine.
I mean, stop. Yeah, people playing it on like the ThinkPad. Remember that? That was the thing. The ThinkPad.
Lenovo ThinkPad.
Yeah. Even before
With
someone
the
in
nipple.
comments go,
I only play with
I've
the
been
nipple."
playing Final Fantasy XIV on my ThinkPad, and I've had no issues.
Sure.
I've
been kicked out of 17 raids because I only used the nipple mouse, but it's
Yeah,
fine.
I've been doing Ultimate with a nipple mouse.
Listen,
I'm the ultimate legend.
Hey,
I
think
addressed it
someone
correctly.
just-
It's the track point. Okay?
Okay.
I'm not taking this
Sorry.
ThinkPad slender. All right? I like fuck you.
I mean, I think there's someone that said that they did Ultimate on a touchpad, so that's almost there. They're
Yeah.
halfway there.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
is true.
Okay, shout out to anyone playing on a ThinkPad, I guess.
Yeah, anyone who plays with the nipple.
Text color for the recast timer in the middle of action icons when enlarged has been adjusted for certain actions. And of course, a new dungeon, Lapis Manalis, has been added, so we don't need to talk about that. New trial, of course, they're keeping that hidden.
Well, we've gotten the eye level requirement, so that's nice to know. You need,
590.
If you're not at 590,
We're already
you now know.
ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Well, yeah,
we're
we're
ready
ready.
for extreme, easy life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Boy.
that 595 for
The beer.
trial and 610 for the extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Containment bay, Sophia, 560 or above for that. So,
Why is item level requirement there twice? That's confusing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is the second one supposed to be item level sync?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Minim.
It must. Yeah.
Yeah, it must be. They've just copy
It's a very
pasted it here.
tight range.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they plan these for very
Yeah.
specific points of
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah. Okay, the drop rate for the Blue Feather Lynx flute has been increased.
I haven't got any of.
What
the
is
mixes
that?
yet. It's
That's the thing. That's the one that
extreme-
drops from Endsinger. It's the
Oh.
one that drops from Endsinger.
Yeah.
Extreme.
Okay. The weekly restrictions on rewards in Pandemonium Abyssos has been removed, so you can get all the gear now,
Except the blade.
except the blade,
Yeah.
The number of unsung blades of Abyssos required to exchange for an ultralight tombstone has been reduced from 7 to 4. So there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, we were.
Reaper and Sage weapons are now available from coffers that appear after completing Omega Alphascape Savage. They've added them. There you go.
That's nice. So there'll be some new glams.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Year for sign.
Nice.
The eye level requirement is 595.
Oh, well, we know why
or
they
above.
did that, though. That means we know that the ultimate weapons are going to be based on
Yeah.
the Omega Alpha
Yeah.
weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Following adjustments have been made to Aglaya, players will no longer be rewarded cracked anthoclusters upon completing Aglaya. Interesting. Not really, because we're getting
It's,
a new
they always do
Yeah.
that. They always just drop them in the newest one.
Following adjustments have been made to deep dungeons. A next button has been added to the item appraisal window, allowing players to more easily appraise additional items.
Thank goodness.
What?
Thank
Yeah,
Lord.
Back
That's
in my day.
the Deep Dungeon Guide interface has been adjusted. Players can now view the Deep Dungeon Guide via the character info window, even after entering the duty. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sustaining potion effect durations have been increased from 15 to 30 seconds.
Oh.
Only available for use in the Palace of the Dead. That's good.
Massive.
Yeah, that is massive.
That's gonna completely destroy any prestige the Necromancer title.
Well,
has, 'cause
you better
it's
get on
gonna
that,
be
Mela.
No
Well,
skill now.
I'm
30
not gonna
seconds
say-
of regen.
I'm
just
not
if
gonna
you've
go
got
that far.
Necromancer on, I'm gonna whisper you and say you probably got it after the patch.
Please.
You probably got it after the patch.
This is what Mela. This is true. Mela is going to, after this patch, anyone who gets the
Ooh,
Necromancy title afterwards, Mela's going to go, got it after the patch.
The
Wait, if you
only
didn't even
difference
get
is that you have to use less potions. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only change.
That is the only change. But that is not. No, this is a nerf for Mela. I can
No
tell.
skill. No skill. I'm joking.
Empyrean potion effect durations has been increased from 15 to 30 seconds, which is only available for use in Heaven on High.
Who's soloing Heaven on High? No one cares about that one.
The items required to enhance equipment purchased with elegant tomestones of causality, moonshine twine, and moonshine brine can be purchased from the following vendors.
Sorry, what is Moonshine Brine?
Must be for accessories.
Yeah, I
don't
assume
know.
it's for accessories, but like I feel like brine is a new
Moonshine
one.
brine. Yeah, they
So it's just
normally do it as-
like salty moon water.
Yeah.
yeah.
So the people, I mean,
Tuna.
there's Jalakshai in Old Charlian, or Jalakshai, who knows? Wilmetta at Radzadhan, and Nezvaz at Radzadhan. The first two are sacks of nuts. The last one is Aglaya or Yefrosine coins.
Or both of them, actually. You need both.
First choice.
Oh, you need
of
both.
nuts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the following duties have been added to the Raid Finder, the Trial and Containment Bay P1T6.
Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia.
So, yeah.
The duty Storm's Crown Extreme has been moved from the Raid Finder to the Duty Finder. Players will now receive the power of the Echo in the event all party members are incapacitated in the following trials: Storm's Crown and Storm's Crown Extreme.
Breach got easy.
Yeah. The strength of the Echo granted in Pandemonium as Fedalos Savage has been increased. Now it's up to 20%. The duties listed within Duty Roulette Expert has been changed, so Alzadal's Legacy is out.
No more.
Lapis Manalis is in.
Goddamn legacy.
So there you go.
Mind Elzadal's legacy.
They've also adjusted the eye level requirement. It's now 590. Alzadal's Legacy was then added to level 90 dungeons, which, yeah. Cool.
Who does that?
Exactly.
Right?
The question mark trial has been added to the Duty Roulette trials. This is all normal stuff. We don't have to go through this. Adjustments have been made to the following instance dungeons. The Great Google Library. The Biblos boss battle has been adjusted. The ever-living Bibliotaph boss battle has been adjusted. This is because they've added
I know.
trusts.
I'm a little bit worried about some of the changes.
Yeah. It's old for
like,
us
a lot of
anyway.
these are quite good fights, though.
Yeah, they are. But
they're just making it so it's compatible with NPCs. So
yeah.
got changed slightly, but I'm sure it'll
Like
get
the Bibliotaph, though, where you have to stand on the circles. That's so
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
don't
Well,
know.
we don't know what they've done. So we'll see.
Asking Prime as well.
The Etherochemical Research Facility, Regula Van Hydra's boss battle has been adjusted. The La Habrea and Igiorm boss battle has been adjusted. And the Asian Prime boss battle has been adjusted.
Curious. Get that footage will kill. You never know.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's true.
Probably try and get
For the
it.
Anti-Tower, the Ziggy boss battle has been adjusted. The
Please.
Calcabrina boss battle has also been adjusted.
They better not have removed the line of sight mechanic from Ziggy.
Oh, God. I don't know. It'd be weird, because if they remove that, what's left in that battle? Like, that's his
Exactly. It's
only
not-
gimmick. So,
You're
You
just
have to line of sight. They're
They're
good fights,
assuming-
Rollo.
No, it's just that you guys are assuming they're.
No,
God,
Mela
I
is.
just-
Mela is. Mela is
I'm just
assuming.
worried.
Yeah.
It's because it needs to work with NPCs that do it.
Well, NPC. Remember, think about all the battles that we have in new dungeons. They're quite intricate still.
But they're
Yeah.
designed with trust.
They're designed with trust in mind. So I don't know
Yeah,
why
they're
you
still
think
quite
that they're going to
intricate,
dumb
so
them
it's-
I
down.
guess, yeah.
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 Trusts are capable of more than you think.
Yeah.
They're very stubborn.
Yeah. Sorkai, the chieftain Moglin boss, the
This is one that I think is going to change a lot.
Yeah.
But the whole point
Yeah.
of the fight is knocking the things out of the circles. It's the only gimmick.
yeah.
Well, I think this fight's going to be
The
completely.
Pokiraj
I think-
battle has been adjusted, and the Race
That's the-
Villager.
That was one of my favourite fights in.
Mela, they're not all going to be massively changed.
Mela is molding over this.
angry.
Fucking molding right now.
Molding live on stream.
The hair is tumbling out.
Yeah, this. Yeah, I mean, it's happening. Selvathol, the Nuzal Hulok boss battle has been adjusted, and the
That's fine.
Dotoli Hilok
So,
boss battle has been adjusted.
so there's 3 fights against different Excel in Zelda. I could not tell you which ones these are supposed to be.
No.
Of the 3 of them.
I imagine it's the one where you get knocked back. The first one where you get knocked back potentially into the spikes.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second one.
And
Well, yeah.
that's it.
Okay.
That's the
Yep.
only one I can remember.
I
Okay.
don't. Yeah.
I remember the Garuda fight.
The
but I
last
don't
one.
know
I mean, that it starts with them. Just a. No, it is just a dude, and he like summons Garuda at random.
Yeah.
For Belzar's Wall, the Griffin boss battle has been adjusted.
Come on, dude.
Interesting.
How'd you like this?
I wonder if it's one with all the swords where you have to like,
That's the one mechanic
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
because
It-
maybe the
I think-
AI can't like figure out which one to like focus on.
Honestly, I'm thinking it's just the chain because the chain always just targets.
Oh,
player.
that too. Yeah, maybe they remove the chain. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think
maybe
they'll
they-
remove it, but
or like
they'll target other people instead.
yeah, because
Because there's
adjustment
already
doesn't
an-
mean removal. It just means that it's
yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Trust can handle the chain because there's a chain mechanic in Philia from the first boss of first dungeon of Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Holm, it's the switch.
Oh yeah, no, we do like
Yes,
Chad is
that-
pointing out that we do have the AI can focus down one thing at a time. They do it with the heads in the new
They're
dungeon.
changing a few things. Of course, they can handle it.
Yeah.
And it's good when it targets them as well. But it's, I mean, yeah. I
Yeah.
hope they've kept the flavour for all these fights because
Yeah.
I don't. I
Okay.
don't think they'll remove the fake out leap chat because often when that happens, the game just sends the NPCs to the correct location initially. So maybe you'll just follow them.
We
That is
we
true.
we need to move. We need to move. I just
Uh-huh,
realized
okay.
where. Look at where
Yeah,
the
we're-
bar
we're
is.
really-
we are
we
not.
gotta- okay,
in-
PvP.
We're in trouble.
Let's go,
PvP.
It's
Limit
done. They added the
gauge
new map.
charge time will be included in limit break help text. Actions that increase movement speed will now include the rate of increase in their help text. Players will no longer be able to register for multiple duties simultaneously when registering for PvP duty via the duty finder. Series 2 will end and Series 3 will begin.
Oh, look at that Griffin.
Yeah, which we've
Legion
already
Awards.
looked at. For Crystalline
Mhm.
Conflict,
Borders.
Clockwork
Remove
Castle Town.
Samurai.
We talked about
It expl-
this before,
It
so
explains exactly how these work. Actually,
yeah,
which
standing
we
on a
didn't
trick
have
floor for
before,
too
but
long
we
will
don't
trigger
have
a tatami twist, launching the unwitting loiterer into the air and inflicting damage. There are also the trick doors. Players who approach these false gates will find themselves teleported instantly to another door, far away from their expected trajectory. Trick doors only operate in one direction, so attempting to return the way you came will prove fruitless. The pneumatic parade, commencing after the match is well underway, the pneumatic parade triggers the appearance of certain events and NPCs. So there's the Clockwork Yojimbo. The Clockwork Yojimbo travels a predetermined path through the arena and unleashes strong physical attacks upon arriving in the vicinity of the center point, checkpoints, and goals. The Clockwork Onmoji?
Myoji.
Okay.
On Myoji.
Yeah, it travels in a predetermined path through the arena and debilitates players with its gaze upon arriving in the vicinity of the center point, checkpoints, and goals. Players who meet its gaze will be greatly shrunk in size, deal less damage, move slower, and take greater damage. Shut up! Piles of gold. Kageyama will appear upon a stage outside the arena and shower combatants with coin. Players who get their hands on a pile of gold will have their limit gauge filled.
Filled is a little bit. Does it mean maxed out or does it just mean a bit?
It just says filled. It
Filled.
doesn't say how much by.
That could be rough as well.
Yo,
They've-
fuck Cloud9. All my homies hate Cloud9. It's in the rotation.
Yeah, well, look
Cloud9
at this.
is the
Volcanic
best.
Heart. I don't know if it's the best, but Volcanic Heart was also lowered in its appearance rate as well, Rollo. So shut up.
That sucks, but I get another fun map instead.
I probably think it is.
To facilitate easier acquisition, medicine kits and bomb cores will be obtainable from a greater distance. One player per
Good.
job settings will no longer apply to spectators of custom matches. The
Weird
following-
condition to apply beforehand.
The following additions and adjustments have been made to custom matches. A button allowing players to register for a rematch will be added to the match results screen. All combatants must agree to a rematch, and no more than 5 consecutive matches can be held in this manner. Season 4 will end and Season 5 will begin. When the season ends, the top 100 ranking players from each data center will receive vouchers via the Moogle delivery service. Players finishing in the bronze tier or higher can claim rewards by speaking with a seasonal quartermaster at the Wolves Den Pier. Players will begin Season 5 risers will begin Season 5 risers lower than the rank at which they finished Season 4. Rising stars will be reset to 0. The number of current season will now be displayed in the following windows: PvP, Profile, and Duty Finder. And then for items, we've already looked at that gear, the Year for Sign gear. This is new recipe
This looks
gear.
really nice.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Oh, get my little strudel with my Fraulein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The following items can now be equipped regardless of gender. Again, the Valention gear, Seneschal.
There's really
Seneschal-
good update.
Yeah.
You can finally be the
Yeah.
MBs you always wanted with the Burt gear or whatever.
Songbird, the Bergsteiger.
The
Rebirth.
Bergsteiger is interesting
Yeah.
because that's Kastrop.
Yep.
It's
Yes,
like,
the Dendel and the
Now,
Bergsteiger are both the cash.
men, you can have your tits out now as
Yeah,
much as you want.
Finally.
I want
Now
to
the
see the
Dendel had, I suppose we can call it the Minfidia effect on
Yeah.
female characters. Does
So I
this
want that on-
enhance the
Get
men?
that on the men as well.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, the following item names have been changed. They've changed, I guess, because now it is gender neutral.
Yes.
It's no longer
Dash.
gentleman and lady. It's dashing and prim.
gender.
Dash
If
more
you-
prim.
If you
Abolished.
did these events back in the day, you can just get the opposite gender gear from the Calamity Salvager. So don't
Yes.
worry about having to necessarily pay for it unless
Right.
you didn't do it at the time.
Right. Opening coffers that have been signed will now transfer said signature to all items within.
Good.
This change applies to crafted sets of paladin arms, such as Shinryu's ephemeral paladin arms and the Fey Crown's paladin arms. Okay.
Weird that it didn't do that.
Yep. The following items are now dyeable: Chocobo mask, Chocobo
What?
suit, Racing Chocobo mask, and Fat
Chocobo
Chocobo
suit.
head. That's crazy. You can be all the colors of Chocobo
Actually
now.
Wild.
Yeah.
Took almost like a decade.
I know.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's actually really cool.
Yeah. The following additions have been made to glamour dressers. Items may now be filtered by level, gender, or keyword. Interesting.
Wow.
Items may be sorted by item level per category, and an item search function has been added.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's good.
Do that for quest logs now, please.
Yeah, please. We need more search bars in general.
Glamour log.
That's not happening. Certain items can now be sold, desynthesized, or submitted for expert delivery
It's the
missions.
same as every time.
Certain items.
Certain items, yeah. The option to display only recently added items have been added to script exchanges and
That's
sundry splendors. Also, crafted item level 610 equipment can now be exchanged for upgraded item level 620 equipment.
What?
Yeah, that's right. It's
nice.
crazy. Breaking news. Acquiring upgraded gear. Not going through that. NPC vendors that deal in items obtained from duties will now appear according to player progression. New items have been added to the inventory of Calamity Salvagers.
Oh.
Shout out to them, still around. Players can now speak with Andon to complete custom deliveries. We talked about him. The following additions and adjustments have been made to custom
So
deliveries.
Andon.
The requirement for bonus deliverables unlocked at maximum satisfaction has been adjusted. In the event that maximum satisfaction has been achieved with all custom delivery NPCs, bonus deliverables for each category, crafted items, gathered items, and fish are guaranteed to appear for 2 or more NPCs.
It's really nice.
Okay. The display location subcommand has been added for deliverable fish. Choosing this subcommand will bring up the map of the relevant fishing hole. Information regarding preferred bait has been added to the dialogue option, procuring collectibles.
Nice.
Okay. The names of certain categories under special recipes in the crafting log have been adjusted. Before, story, Ishka Restoration is now class and side story.
Okay.
Good lord.
Fine.
The animation for trained finesse has been changed.
Okay.
Oh no. The following actions have been reclassed as gatherer role actions and may be used by all gathering classes once learned. Prospect. For minor, Prospect, Lay of the Land 2, Truth of Mountains. For botanist, Triangulate, Arbor Call 2, and Truth of Forests. And Fisher, Fathom, Shark Eye 2, and Truth of Oceans.
This used to be the case.
This used to be the case. What do you mean?
No, this is already the
This
case.
was the cross class, wasn't it? Yeah.
This was you had to equip them separately. I think they're turning these all into one skill for each one.
Yeah. While the classification of these actions have been changed, functionality and hotbar placement will remain unaffected. Actions have neither been added nor removed. Okay.
Okay.
The category Ishka. Okay, there's a lot of classification changes and stuff. Miners and botanists will be unable to attempt to obtain items with a gathering rate of 0%. I love that
Really?
that's actually possible. It's
I don't even recall ever having the option of something at 0% gathering.
I think I've seen that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. New items from gathering points as well.
Yeah. Gathering and attempt and integrity bonuses have been added to certain legendary nodes. Collectability values will now be displayed for reference when gathering.
This is big.
That's
good.
quite big.
That's really convenient.
Yeah. These values may prove useful to reference when procuring collectibles for appraisers or custom delivery NPCs, or when attempting to gain items other than crystals from ethereal reduction.
Other than shit.
New fish,
Whoa.
new teeming waters. They've made. We have talked about this fish log, but I guess we'll go through it again because now we have the details. The number of fish displayed per page has been increased from 25 to 100.
Look at all those fish.
Entries
Fish.
Entries will now display prime locations. Fishing/spearfishing locations not yet unlocked will appear as 3 question marks, as will the prime locations for certain fish that have yet to be caught. Entries for fish that have been caught before will now display their preferred bait. Preferred bait for big fish, living legends, and fish obtainable via ocean fishing will appear as 3 question marks regardless. Entries for fish that have been caught via spearfishing will now display their silhouette size, small, medium, or large. Weather restrictions, time restrictions, and special conditions will be displayed under additional information. Required regional folklore and collectability details will also appear in this category. A text search feature has been added. Again, we love it when they add a search feature to anything, so we like that. Filters have been added, so yeah, again, good, we like that. Total successful fishing endeavors and fish caught will now be displayed in records. Records for spearfishing can now be sorted by region via a pull-down menu. Regions unavailable for spearfishing at current level will not display.
Maybe this will be my retirement year. I'm taking my retirement plan of fishing.
Yeah. The level cap for desynthesis has been increased from 610 to 620. New mounts, new barding, new minions. The following additions and adjustments have been made to fashion accessories. New fashion accessories have been added.
New accessory.
Umbrella style.
Other than maybe the Cactuar one, I think this is like top.
Umbrella style accessories can now be used automatically depending on location and weather conditions. Set a preferred umbrella for automatic use via the Enable Auto Umbrella subcommand in the fashion accessories window. And
I kind of like that.
The applicable areas are large settlements, residential districts, the firmament, and island sanctuaries. It is now possible to converse with NPCs, craft, or engage in other activities while using a fashion accessory.
Wow.
Accessories will not be displayed during certain activities, but will automatically be displayed once more upon the completion of the activity.
It doesn't say while being mounted, but it does sound like you'll automatically use them again when you dismount.
Yes. Okay, final stretch. System. When using the data center travel system, if you are still in another data center after 30 days, you will automatically be returned to your home world the next time you log in. Good, I guess. Depending on the timing of your last logout, you may be returned after more than 30 days have passed. The following additions and adjustments have been made to retainers. Cast glamour and dye items options have been added to the retainer menu. These options can be applied to items equipped by the summoned retainer or held in their inventory. The try on retainer subcommand has been added to items. We talked about this quite a lot during the live letter breakdown. Yeah,
yes, we've got.
So we can see the window now. So the entrust duplicates function has been added. The entrust duplicates button will automatically search for items in your inventory that can be stacked with those already in your retainer's possession. Applicable items will be listed in a confirmation window, from which you can then deselect those items you do not wish to move at this time and entrust the remainder in bulk.
Storing potions on their retainer.
Yeah.
Elemental shards, crystals, clusters are not included in duplicate searches. For some reason, I guess. Oh no, that makes sense because it's like that's in a whole separate thing. A specific error message will now be displayed when failing to withdraw unique. Oh, sorry. So that was it for that. Okay, so here's the window. Potion spruce. Yeah, so it's essentially what we saw, but now there it is. Oh, okay. We closed that. Oh no, we went back up. Sorry, Jesus Christ. I don't know what happened. Oh no,
Control F, a specific error message, Lakil.
What? No, I'm back.
Control F. Okay, never mind.
A specific error message will now be displayed when failing to withdraw a unique item due to the same item being present in the player's character's inventory. New items can now be obtained from quick exploration ventures.
Oh.
Yeah. New retainer exploration ventures have been added.
Mm-hmm.
They've made changes to achievement and titles. New achievements and titles have been added. Certain achievements previously included in the general quests category have been moved to the new main scenario and job role quest categories.
Oh, good. Yeah, more categories.
Yeah.
It's a little bit jumbled.
Yeah. Certain duties will now count towards the completion of achievements. Furthermore, Containment Bay S1T7 Unreal is no longer required. Okay. Big list. Ethernet map will now display when accessing an Ethernet shard in the firmament. Oh.
Thank goodness, because this was actually really inconvenient. I noticed this and I was like, why?
I didn't know that it didn't have that. That's good. In order to prevent server congestion, immediately after the release of patch 6.3, we'll be implementing multiple field instances for Garlemald. This is normal. The division, because that's where the dungeon is, so that's why they're doing that. The division of Ultima, and I'm assuming most of the MSQ. The division of Ultima Thule into multiple instances added to alleviate congestion in patch 6.25 will be removed.
Okay.
Alliances formed via Party Finder will now be able to use party chat before entering duty. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's not like a thing.
Interesting.
Okay. New dungeons are available for Explorer mode. That's a lot. It's like A Realm Reborn up to Amdapur Keep. Plus Lapis Manalis. It seems.
So I think that's everything except the patch dungeons from Realm Reborn, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, Praetorium is
maybe
in
not the
here.
hard
So it's up to
modes.
Praetorium, right? Actually, that's cool. Duties that can be recorded have changed. Wow. They've added Abyssos, the Eighth Circle. Savage.
Yay.
Finally.
We can record it when we get there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Changes made to group posts. They've added new stickers, new frames. Specific RGB values can now be adjusted using the sliders and lighting settings. Data center name will now also be displayed when display homeworld is selected in sticker mode. The following additions adjustments have been made to adventurer plates. They have added new accents and additional play styles. VNC, so variant and critical.
These are all relevant to me except
Criterion. Dome and Mahjong, Island Sanctuary, and achievements.
That's nice.
The following adjustments have been made to portraits. New accents, new poses. The default background for new portraits will now be ether rather than solid gray. Good. The import settings from Adventurer Plate subcommand has been added to the Portraits window. The apply to Adventurer's Plate subcommand has been added to Portraits window. Lots of shit. There you go. Party members' instant portraits will now display at the start of the following duties. Dungeons, guild hests, trials, raid dungeons, alliance raid dungeons, deep dungeons, variant, and criterion dungeons. Only the 8 portraits belonging to immediate party members will be visible during alliance raids. So there you go. We got them.
You have a too sexy portrait. Obviously, you will be reported.
Yeah, obviously. Once a certain amount of time has passed or battle has begun, party member portraits will be hidden. Portraits can be re-displayed at any time during the duty by opening duty information and selecting display party member portraits from the functions tab, or by clicking the notification that remains on screen for a length of time following portraits being hidden. Interesting.
Admire that portrait for a little bit.
It'll show in the player commendation. It is now possible to display party members
this
in
is the best
instant
place
portraits.
to have it.
Yeah,
This is optional.
this is optional. Obviously, this can be toggled on and off by accessing UI settings in the character configuration window and checking or unchecking display portraits in the player commendation window under instant portraits in the general tab.
I like that. I don't necessarily think having it display at the start of a dungeon feels good. It's a bit weird, but in the comms at the end, I think that's a really nice place for it.
Or do you just wanted this system in general? I guess
He didn't want this.
Oh,
I wanted this.
oh, you wanted this. Oh, I guess
I
it
love
makes
it.
yeah.
It's great.
I think it's all right.
It's fun.
I
Yeah.
wanted the next thing.
The following, they've added the clear blue theme. There it is.
Look how nice that looks.
It's nice. It's all right.
Can you make?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I
The
like
theme
that.
previously
Never mind.
named
We've moved on.
No. The theme previously named Classic has been renamed to Classic FF.
Unnecessary. Completely unnecessary change.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
fine.
Well, it is closer to classic FF though, rather than the one that's in 7, because the one in 7 is like actually likable,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
whereas the one from like classic Final Fantasies is kind of gaudy at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
I love it. Hurts my eyeballs. real
Dude,
This is
the
crazy.
number of Waymark save slots has been increased from 5 to 30.
No one needs that many Waymark save slots.
We are going to use all of them now.
Oh, what?
There's going to be one for every mechanic.
We do 3 fights a week.
Yeah. Yeah, we will spend the first hour placing our 30 Waymarks. Okay.
Exactly, chat. Where did all this space come from?
Exactly. Current Gil is now displayed in the inventory. That's
nice.
Nice. It's
That's
weird.
a weird
That's very.
change.
I mean,
it's
it's
always on screen.
I mean,
it's usually standard though.
Well,
to
no,
have.
it's not actually. It's not actually always on screen, Melee. You can change the default currency that it shows.
yeah.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
I just have never met anyone who's weird enough to do that.
No, I've never done that.
No, I like my company seals in the bottom of my screen, Melee.
Yeah. Pull down menus in the currency settings window. I saw that. Now display each currency's icon alongside its name. God, we're just gonna have to go.
This is an Excel episode now.
A button
It
to
has,
reset the
yeah.
order of crossword link. We can't. We have like so many questions from the syndicate.
Not anymore.
Display toggles for your system UI elements, hotbars, and duty UI elements have been added to the HUD layout window so that all can be adjusted in tandem. Okay,
Good.
lots of stuff here. We love this. Text commands, no. Okay, we're at the ball.
That's it.
Hey, they made changes to the legacy type movement, Likil.
Oh, for farm. Where?
Yeah.
Why did you
It was
say that?
underneath the HUD layout stuff.
Underneath the HUD. Oh, God. Automatic camera pivot
Because this
can
is
now be
relevant to
disabled
you.
when legacy type movement is enabled, allowing for seamless play with the camera at any angle. What does that mean?
Is this?
What does seamless play mean?
Applying the setting by going to control settings in the character configuration window and selecting disable camera pivot under movement settings in the general tab.
This is for you and all other legacy type movement players.
I
don't understand what it means. But
maybe it
Camera while you're running left and right. I think there's something in the new text commands that's actually interesting. The /r click PC battle.
oh, when it moves, it
NPC.
shifts. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
In legacy mode, it'll reposition your camera every time you move. So okay, I see.
They're adding in a command to make it so when you right click, it ignores certain targets, so player characters or NPC battle targets.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, hey there.
Potentially for like PvP,
Uh-huh.
because it's pretty hard to click on people in PvP.
That's
and
true.
tab targeting
Yeah, I
is
agree.
getting trash. So
Okay, well, that's where we're going to have to wrap up for today. It went on longer than I thought. The patch notes were long, and we get stuck on the weirdest things. So that's how it is. Okay, that's
You're
it for
regretting
today.
talking about charges for so long, aren't you, Likil?
Oh, the Eusketchen. They need to add more Eusketchens. Okay, anyways, that's it for today. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. Remember to follow on Twitter
No.
at Speaker6. No?
Isn't
Half
that
an hour
great?
later.
Oh, it's the 7th today. The silence
right.
after that. Yeah, I'll be honest. When you said seven, when you said no, and I looked straight ahead, I thought of nothing. I just want people to know.
The biggest
Amazing.
It was just the word. I just did not expect you to say no, so I didn't know what to do. I just stood there in silence.
Well, I mean, I can understand it because, like, it's not something that normally happens. So I can understand your mind just having no concept as to what to think otherwise.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's it for today. Tomorrow. Okay, so we'll be back next week. Same place, but half an hour later. Remember to follow on Twitter at SpeakersXIV, twitch.tv/SpeakersOfHild, and youtube.com/SpeakersXIV. Exclamation Discord in chat if you want to join our Discord server. If you're watching on demand, links in the description. We're starting a half an hour early next week because of MGP. Late. Sorry, later. Oh my god. Later. For patrons, that's Master and Supreme. More info about that you'll get it in the Patreon channel, or maybe in the Eurovision channel when that comes back up, or MGP channel. Okay, anyways, see you in the post show. We need to get that post show done, so we'll see you there. Bye.
Yeah.